sit and write it down. Then you gotta teach about freedom. You gotta win it, gotta put yourself smack dab in it. Hey, tomorrow, it goes away. On the freedom, just right from the way.
But it is time to focus on the Democrats in the House. It is time to focus on the media and the Hillary campaign, the DNC, Barack Obama. This was Barack Obama's government that did all this. When the Russians were interfering with our election, they were interfering with our election when Comey was the FBI director, when Clapper was the head of intelligence, when Brennan was the head of the CIA, when Loretta Lynch was head of the Department of Justice. They went after the candidate of the opposition party. They put spies in his campaign. They abused the FISA court system. They used opposition research. This country doesn't belong to Adam Schiff and Nadler and Pelosi. Big deal. They got 1/2 of 1/3 of the government. It belongs to us. And you in the free press, you are destroying the free press.
You just can't abuse it. Freedom, get moving. Never gonna stop till everybody moving on. Love for one another. Call it some friend and call it some brother.
Want to get it off your chest? Call the Dave Weinbaum Show. Except for ourselves, we don't suffer fools here. Want politics and fun sprinkled with a lot of laughs? You're in the right place. Heard in 50 states and 98 countries, now in its 11th year. The Dave Weinbaum Show is on the air. Mark Levin, all over this. Trump spikes to 50% approval rating and probably trending up. Yeah, and he took a victory lap on Hannity and in Michigan last night. The mainstream media and Dems are left to the crumbs of the Mueller Report, as summarized by AG Bill Barr. The ratings for the mainstream media, the Dems' popularity, are plummeting. And their response is to keep digging for this collusion. The collusion that Mueller has concluded did not exist. No evidence. They are digging so deep, they may end up in China, where then they'll go after China collusion. Republicans demand Adam Schiff resign as the head of the Intel Committee in the House, because what is he doing? He's going after Trump still. He's going to find the holes in the Mueller report and what Burr said, the AG, he's going to find it. He's going to find that collusion if it kills him. This letter was read and was signed by all 10 Republicans on that committee. Obviously refuted by Adam Schiff, what's his name? Schiff, yes. You forget, after using these acronyms, you forget after a while what their real names are. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people out there saying, well, just stop here. You don't have to investigate and all that. I say the next step, and Trump has laid this out, he's going to give it to Bill Barr, his AG, to go ahead and investigate the real criminals in this case, most of whom are attached to and maybe the top leader in the Obama administration. So Dershowitz and Ken Starr said, no, end it all. We don't want this to become, happening well, it is happening. And it happened in such a way that it was a coup. And you guys know that. Well, how do you answer that kind of thing? You just ignore it? Because then it'll keep on going. I understand what they're saying. And normally, if both sides were doing it this way, and I guess you could call the Bill Clinton thing a coup, but I think the Republicans learned their lesson a long time ago, 26 years ago or so, or whatever it was, about 23 years ago. They are dead wrong. The only way to stop this kind of political hanging and gaming the system with traitorous hoaxes and criminal sedition and coups is to make them accountable for their crimes. Targets? B. Hussein Obama. Let's start with him. He had to know about this. Comey, Yates, Rosenstein, McCabe, Strzok, Page, Bruce and Nellie Orr, her who wrote, had a lot to do with writing the dossier. And they were both, Bruce Orr, one of the top guys at the DOJ, both the Clintons, Loretta Lynch, Swalwell, Schiff, Pelosi, Schumer, the MSM, and yet, yes, Bob Mueller, former FBI director with Russia interest, bribed Hillary and Bill with $150 million for their foundation so they could get Hillary's vote for the U.S. or for the Russians to buy 20% of our uranium. I mean, they're all talking, Russia's our vital enemy. Was that any different in 2009, 2010? And guess who was the head of the FBI then?
Mueller.
Thank you. You got the hint. Yes.
Yeah,
good.
I did. Yeah.
I believe there's a lot of covering up for their past crimes. And if you want things to go back to normal or back to how they should be, if you don't want these hoaxes on either side, these people need to be held accountable. Even some of them to go to jail for their crimes. And besides which, you get rid of the two-tier justice system that we now have. We'll talk about Smollett later. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. My name is Dave Weinbaum. I'm your host, and I'm here with radio legend Stan Hines. Lisa's a little late today. It's an excused lateness because she's taking care of a few things, a few chores that we have to do.
There you go.
We have our first caller. I have no idea who this is. Hi, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, this is JJ from beautiful Rolla, Missouri.
And JJ was up late last night and was with me at the Pregnancy Resource Center feast. And thank you for showing up.
That was quite an affair, Dave.
Wasn't it?
I'll tell you why. While those women were giving their testimony, there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
You know, they were amazing. We had several women that had been abortion-minded come there, and they gave testimony as to, and they brought their babies generally to the stage, not all of them, but they brought their babies up there and said, I was so lost, and I didn't know what to do, and I was told I needed to abort. And they got into the Pregnancy Resource Center, and lo and behold, they did their magic. I'm telling you, I still don't know how they do it. And I'm on the board of directors. I'm the vice president of the board of directors. But it's a miracle how successful they are in getting these women to understand how important it is to have their baby. And how important it is not just to the baby, but to their own psychological benefit. You know? I mean,
and we had 3 of them up there, 3 or 4 of them up there. 2 of them, a bunch of them had. One went and actually met with Vice President Pence. He had a picture taken with him, and her picture appeared on Twitter. Not because she retweeted it, but the Vice President of the United States retweeted it. Well, I'm taking your thunder away here, JJ. So what do you got for me?
No thunder involved there. I think that was a wonderful experience.
Yes, and thank you for showing up.
Those that don't know about the Pregnancy Resource Center really need to look into it. That's a worthwhile organization.
Yeah, and I want to thank the support from Steve Wheeler here in the studio, who also showed up and is very cooperative in terms of running PSAs, and we're going to have Joe give another announcement here today about 9:45. So what do you got for me, JJ?
Well, a couple of things, and I also have gotten my tinfoil hat back. So
okay,
I'll
good.
offer a little prophecy.
What was that out? What do you do with your tinfoil hat? Do you send it out to the cleaners, or do you have it like steamrolled so it straightens out, or what? I don't understand.
Well, it was due for an oil change.
Oil change, all right.
I needed to send that off and get it cleaned and pressed, but it's ready for my pointy little head.
Oh, okay, good.
The Mueller investigation. You noticed last Friday they released the report, not to the public, of course, but they did it in such a way that, that's the end of the week's news cycle.
Right.
And typically in Washington, when you want to release something and you don't want a bunch of falderall and fanfare around it, you release it late on a Friday night, and that interrupts the week's news cycle. All you've got is the weekend news cycle available. I don't think that was by accident. That was certainly planned. And, of course, nobody's read it. We've kind of heard allusions to the summary, but, this thing smells worse and worse the longer time goes by. I think that Donald Trump is going to initiate some things in the Justice Department to do some investigations on the Clintons, the Obamas, the Orrs. You know the list of names. The people that have engaged in what I believe to be treasonous behavior. Maybe that's a little harsh, but then maybe that's right.
Why would that be harsh? We have proof of this.
Right.
We have proof of a plan to overthrow the president of the United States via their text messages to each other.
Right.
I think that this ought to be looked into, and I'll just slide the tinfoil hat on right now before I say something about Jassy Smollett.
Yeah.
My prediction is this.
Well, wait a minute. You alluded to the fact that they're kind of playing games with this, and that they haven't released it yet. And you know why they haven't released it yet?
Well, tell me.
I'll tell you. By law, they have to make sure that thing is redacted from grand jury testimony and any possible accusation of somebody, any possible accusation of somebody breaking the law. I mean, if you don't indict during this, then that means you're clear, And with Mueller pussyfooting around saying, well, there was some evidence, that's BS. You can't do that. Because once you've cleared a person and you start accusing them, then you've actually libeled them. You've actually made their reputation worse, because now he can't be tried because there's no he didn't break the law. That's all you need to know. Well, we're not going to prosecute because of this. That's all they got to say.
The libel is the minimal part of this thing.
Sure.
This corruption goes so deep and so far into the roots of our federal government. It just boggles my mind.
Yeah, it's got to stop.
Well, my prediction, my prophecy.
All right, you got the tinfoil hat on, so you get to do this.
I do. I think that quietly, sometime back, Donald Trump has instigated a quiet investigation into the other side of this debacle. And I think that Barr is going to pursue that. And my prediction is this, that over the next few months, we're going to probably see either a special investigator or a special prosecutor to look into the Hillary Uranium One deal, to look into the election tampering, to look into these things, and will we see any justice? I don't know, but I predict that there will be a motion afoot to at least investigate this and make some of these things public.
Well, and also Trump had a lot of things that he could have released that he didn't, about things that went on the FISA court papers, for example. And he didn't release it by advice of his attorneys, actually. But now he says he's going to release it, and that could be very, very interesting. Who was involved in this thing?
Trump has taken the high road in this thing.
Yeah.
God bless him. I'm glad that he has.
And he says he's turning it over to Bill Barr. So, he's sort of covered his tuchus,
Now the Smollett thing.
Yeah.
Chicago has been kind of a pit of a cesspool, if you will, of political intrigue for an awful lot of years. And this thing where the prosecutor would not, drop the charges against Smollett when there's
after she recused herself. Well, I really didn't mean it in that sense. What kind of garbage is that? That's like what the definition of is. That's a Bill Clinton kind of thing.
Right back to Slick Willie.
Absolutely.
The police chief in Chicago is raising Cain about this.
Sure.
Surprisingly, Rahm Emanuel, who I think is kind of a scumbag all on his own,
absolutely,
is raising some Cain about this.
Yeah.
Now, my prediction on that is that it's likely that there'll be a federal investigation on this, since the claim was that federal laws were violated in this being a so-called hate crime.
Yeah, but when Jesse Smollett allegedly sent himself a letter filled with powder, that in itself is not only a crime of federal proportions because it went through the U.S. mail, but also it portends to terrorism. That's almost a terrorism crime.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
This thing is a steaming bucket of feces, and I think the smell is going to get a lot worse before.
I love the way you put things. You're just you're a class act.
You are.
Dave, I've got to keep this clean for Stan.
That's true. He is a little freaky clean. There's no doubt about it. You got to watch yourself with Stan.
I like the guy. Dave, that's all I've got.
All right.
I got to tell you, God,
JJ, thank you.
You guys,
thank you
keep up the good work.
Thank you so much for coming to the PRC banquet last night, and thank you so much for being the opening act on the Dave Weinbaum Show.
Yeah.
And with
Enjoyed
that,
every minute of it.
Thanks, buddy.
Good day.
All right. Bye. God bless. And we're going to be right back. We're probably going to take our break. Hopefully you liked our opening because it's going to get better. We got lots of people coming up, and I'll announce them after the break. Call 573-364-4433 for a fabulous MAGA hat and a $35 McDonald's gift card. Get it off your chest.
Price Chopper and Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper and Rolla.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
McDonald's presents the new Big Mac Bacon. But is the Big Mac lucky to have bacon, or is bacon lucky to land on the Big Mac?
The Big Mac is lucky. Applewood smoked bacon makes everything taste better. The Big Mac, Brussels sprouts, dry toast.
No. Bacon's lucky to be on the iconic Big Mac. It's fortunate to dip its toe in that delicious special sauce.
There you have it. Get McDonald's Big Mac with bacon, fresh beef quarter pounder with bacon, and cheesy bacon fries. Is it the best thing to happen to our classics, or to bacon? Try.
Only for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Fresh beef available at most restaurants in contiguous U.S. Not available in Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
Moving, let's talk about Salem, Missouri, and what we have to offer. We are located in the center of Missouri, center of the USA, with a great school system, college, beautiful country club. Rivers within 1 hour drive include Jack's Fork, Piney, Gasconade, Merrimack, and 2 state parks. If you're looking to enjoy life with recreation or just enjoy life, call VIP Properties, Pat Tackett, broker, 103 East 4th Street, Salem, Missouri, 573-729-7622.
Sydney's in Rolla reminds you they're open each day, Tuesday through Saturday. If you're looking for something to do, stop in. They're open till 1:30 a.m. each night. Also, they have a menu of appetizers to choose from, like jalapeno poppers, steak bites with bacon, and more. Escape to Sydney's with over 100 whiskeys to choose from, or signature drinks, and over a dozen beers on tap. Sydney's, 707 North Pine, downtown Rolla, where friends meet.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
I wouldn't be surprised if, for example, this week on Friday, he is going to be delivering what I think are going to be his indictments, the final indictments.
I would not be surprised if there were a number of indictments that still were going to come down the pike.
There are indictments in this president's future.
That's a bombshell. The bombshell. This bombshell. Drop the bombshell.
Bombshell accusation. Bombshell accusation. This is evidence of willingness to commit collusion.
If this BuzzFeed News report is true, then we are likely on our way to possible impeachment proceedings.
If this story is true, we must begin impeachment proceedings.
This is suborning perjury. I think there's no question it's an impeachable offense.
And at that point, we are in high crimes and misdemeanor, and we are in impeachment territory.
Right. This president needs to be impeached.
Nah. Can't get him now, can you? Keep digging. Go for it. I hear it's nice in Beijing because you're going to get all the way to China. What? Come on. Yeah. I mean, you lost, you dopes. And they hung everything they had on impeachment collusion. Right. Well, first of all, as Mark Levin and all lawyers know, that's not a crime.
Right.
And second of all, we all know they had no reason for the investigation in the first place because you have to have a law. You have to have a law broken.
Right.
A crime accused based on something other than a lying dossier, which even Comey said was wrong.
Right.
Okay, it wasn't believable. They're committing suicide. How dumb are these people? How dumb? I mean, okay. Let's say out of the dumbness of doing this, which is dumb, and you get defeated. Well, okay, you have to have some plan B. Right. What's plan B? Plan B. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to dig deeper because we don't think they're lying. Something's wrong with Mueller. Something's wrong with Barr. I mean, give me a break.
But 2 weeks ago, he was a hero.
Oh, my goodness. He was like a god.
Yeah, exactly.
Mueller.
Could not do wrong.
Mueller was a god.
Exactly.
We have to listen to him. Okay? Mm-hmm. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, good morning. This is Dina from Lennox, and
Hi, Dina.
I'm changing the subject just a little bit.
Yes.
Good morning. I just want to put a plug in for Unplanned that's coming in this weekend. It's the Abby Johnson story.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to come out and see it and support it and let people know that we want to support family-friendly films. I mean, it is rated R, but parents let their kids watch all kinds of violence, and this is real life.
Well, that was done intentionally to try to take away some of the audience. But you should see it. Yes.
Show them that it's going to work. Someday it's going to be like the Holocaust, and they're going to say, "Oh, abortion never happened. Abortion never happened," and we know it did.
Of course, you're right. Absolutely right. All right. And did you get your hat?
No, we don't come to town very often.
Oh, okay.
But she definitely wants it. She's been.
Now, did your daughter won?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
She was pretty excited.
If you fax me an address, not fax me, but what am I talking about? Text me an address. I will mail it to you along with the $35 McDonald's gift card.
Okay.
So my number is. Oh, I should keep this silent, should I? Nah, I'm lonely. Call me 573-578-2700. Okay.
2700.
Right.
Okay, good deal. Hey, you guys have a good weekend.
Hey, you too.
Thanks for having your daughter call in last week.
She was a very good call.
She was.
I enjoyed it. All right, thank you. Thank you, Dina. Hi there, welcome to the Dave. Whoops. I was a little. Is that it? Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, Dave. It's Scott from Rolla.
Hi, Scott. What's up?
Hey, I just want to give a shout-out to JJ and his beautiful wife, Jane, for joining us last night at our table. At the dinner for the PRC.
Oh, Scott, that's Scott. Yes, all right.
Yeah. Now you know who I am.
The one with the beard that makes him look like, well, I don't know, some old Scottish king somewhere,
Thank you for the compliment.
No.
Surely that I'm not worthy of that.
Well, you're not, but I did it anyways.
Thank you. I want to just say a couple of things. First of all...
Okay, but I got the rabbi coming on in about 3 minutes, so remember that.
I'll make it short.
Go ahead.
To the gal that just called about Unplanned.
Yeah.
Please, please, please encourage parents to take their younger teens to older teens to this movie. There's an impact that happens every time we talk about life and how protected we need to make life at this level.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly encourage parents to consider giving that opportunity to their children to go see that. That's one. Two, on that same note, likening the Holocaust to what has happened in this country. I mentioned last night to a couple of people, the figure is overwhelming. It's 10 times the amount of people that were taken during the Holocaust. We're talking 60 million people who have died from abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dave, the only other thing I'm going to add to that is I want people to think about it in this aspect. We have 50 states in our country. And if you rank them by population, from the first being the largest to the last being the smallest in population, and you take the bottom 26 states, that's 60 million.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, and the thing about abortion, especially when you start talking about late term and failed abortion babies who they're gonna murder, is that pretty soon they can start putting labels on them. They're Christian babies, they're Jewish babies, they're black babies. That's how the whole abortion industry started with Planned Parenthood. They wanted to get rid of the, and I'm quoting Margaret Sanger here, the weeds in America. Those were the blacks. And yet, a lot, and there's 3 times as many blacks who are killed via abortion than there are the population. 36% of abortions are black, and they only have 13% of the population. And yet most blacks back Planned Parenthood. How do you explain that?
You don't.
All right.
It's a mindset.
All right, I got to go, my friend. Hey, thank you,
Dave,
Scott.
I appreciate it.
Great to see you guys, all right? Okay, thanks. All right, maybe that could be the rabbi. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Or should I say shalom?
You know, you're early, I swear.
I forgot your line, Dave.
No, I was just getting off another caller who I said I got to get off the phone for the rabbi, and you're at least a minute early. What, are you okay?
Oh my gosh! You know what? If I'm a minute late, I'm a minute early. I can't get it right.
You know, I'm not your Jewish mother. You can't talk to me like that. This is wrong. All right, well, or should I say, wait a minute, or should I say happy birthday, Rabbi?
Happy birthday
to you.
Rabbi.
Happy birthday to you.
Moshe.
Putz. Happy birthday, dear Rabbi. Miss Shugana. Happy birthday to you. All right, how about that? Well, all right. Now, how was that? Are you okay now? Now, wait a minute. We're gonna do our song first.
You were talking to another rabbi?
There you go.
Sounds like you're cheating on me.
No, actually, I'm cheating with you on him because he was the first rabbi. Listen to this. I got rabbis fighting over me. This is kind of weird. I wonder if the rabbi's still there after I called him all those nasty names. Rabbi still there? He's still there?
Here.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He can take it, right? He can certainly.
You got it.
Oh yeah, there. Look at that. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the crowd that's in here. Yeah, hi there. All the way from Doolittle and places like that. And here comes the St. Louis contingent. I think. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, well, the Branson guys have finally figured it out. Now they're standing up and applauding, but they don't know what the hell they're applauding for. So there we go. Hi there, Rabbi. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show, and I got to introduce you properly, which I didn't do. The second most powerful in Israel, and according to his wife, unique in his own home. He travels the world, uniting Christians and Jews. Future rabbi to the Trump Third Temple Hotel Casino, golf course and spa, and the official rabbi to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Rabbi Moshe Rothschild. Hi, Rabbi. Hey, guys. Israel attacks Iranian forces in Syria, at least 7 dead. And this begs the question, why are your Iranian forces in Syria?
Well, Iran has long tried to get a toehold in Syria because they want to have a border. They have 2 things. Number one, they want to have a border with Israel so they can launch attacks from there. And number 2, they want to connect between Iran, Syria, and Lebanon. Now, Lebanon borders with the Mediterranean Sea. So if they can get to the sea, they can then send supplies, ships, missiles especially, to Gaza. And trying to do whatever they can to circumvent Israel and to attack Israel. And so through Syria, that gives them leverage to get through Lebanon and to have a border with Israel.
So they are preparing to do what they predicted they would do, and that is to drive Israel off the earth, off the map, right?
Yeah, well, right, and that's exactly why Netanyahu told former President Obama that the deal with Iran is a bad deal because it was just really paving the way it was delaying, but paving the way to Iran becoming a nuclear power, and so that they are the most dangerous nation in the Middle East, Iran.
Yeah.
Not only is Israel, but Saudi Arabia, a lot of the Arab countries fear Iran's move to try to become, the number one power in the Middle East.
Yeah, and because of that, some of these Arab countries are aligned with Israel against Iran, aren't they?
Yes, they're not only aligned with Israel, but they're finally openly willing to admit that they have a good relationship with Israel. And that's we've discussed before. That's a new thing.
Now, speaking of good relations, President Trump got your legacy enacted when he gave or recognized Israel as having sovereignty over the Golan Heights. but all 14 other nations on the UN Security Council expressed indignation of this recognition of Israeli sovereignty. Were you surprised?
No. The European Union, of course, will not go along with the U.S., but none of that surprised us. Israel's greatest friend and ally in the world is the United States and the American people, and we know that. And you know what? The Europeans don't like the Americans either, and the Muslim states see the United States as the great Satan and Israel as the little Satan.
Well, I think it goes deeper than just not liking America. I think there's an anti-Semitic element in the Europeans not liking Israel,
correct,
than anything else.
I think they're also it's kind of an ironic thing that so many foreigners want to come to the U.S. and at the same time they hate the U.S. And it's similar, you have a lot of anti-Semites who hate Jews, but they're respectful and jealous of Jews on the same time. So it's sort of this paradox. There's no country in the world that more people want to come to than the United States. And there's probably no country in the world, the two countries in the world most hated are the United States and Israel. Because what happens in the United States is a successful country. Israel's a successful country. Yeah. So there's an element of jealousy. And that's part of it, but of course, it's way more than that. But it's quite a interesting parallel between hatred of the U.S. and hatred of Israel.
Well, it sounds like a psychological paradise. Not so much paradox. I mean, these people think they admire them, and yet they hate them.
Right.
I think it's incredible.
Correct.
So,
hey, right.
There are rumors out that a peace deal is being made by Jared Kushner in Judea and Samaria, with Israel maintaining control. What do you know about this?
Well, I don't believe that peace deal would be ever signed by the other side. I think the PLO has tipped their hand, the Palestinian Authority has tipped their hand and said they're not going to engage or acknowledge anything that Jared Kushner or the United States wants to suggest in this region. So I'm not hopeful that those reports are going to lead to anything serious. On a different note, I shouldn't say more serious, but I don't know if it was reported that a missile just a few days ago hit a house north of Tel Aviv and 7 people were injured. Was that reported, Dave?
Oh, yes, it was. That was reported, and the fighting that's going on and off.
Right.
I don't know what the... I think there's sort of a peace deal. I mean, a ceasefire being worked out by the Egyptians. Is that correct?
Okay. So let me give you a little inside information there that I just heard from 2 people in the Army down there. It's been a rumor that Israel had a ceasefire agreement with Gaza, and it's not true. I know 2 soldiers who are there that one of them was about to leave for the weekend, literally about 2 hours ago. He was out of uniform, and they told him he's got to stay. That is a rarity down there. And another soldier who they did allow him to leave told him he must be back immediately Saturday night, and he's never had to do that.
All right, what does that tell you? What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Put on alert.
What that says is that Israel has some sort of intelligence, and they're very concerned that something big is going to happen. Israel has rolled tanks to that border.
I saw that.
They called up soldiers. So what they're saying in the news is not at all matching what Israel is doing here. So I'm a little bit concerned that there's something that we're not being told here. That's my sources on the ground.
Is this connected? Is this connected to the election you're about to have? Is Bibi now putting his foot down? Is that what you're saying?
Could be. I could also speculate that Bibi's concerned that if something does flare up over the weekend, he wants to be prepared and ready so he can demonstrate that he wasn't caught, with the proverbial pants down, that he was ready.
Right.
So that's possible. I don't know, but I do know that soldiers are being kept over the Sabbath. which is unusual here, and that they've called up people and they've placed heavy tanks along the border.
Well, it's a definite sign.
So we'll see.
You got any more prophecies for me?
Anymore? Well, I'm tempted to say that the U.S. is going to follow suit with Judea and Samaria, or the West Bank, and recognize sovereignty. But the U.S. did remove from the State Department documents calling the West Bank occupied. They just refer to it without the word occupied.
Great. And that's significant. That is significant. You're seeing more significant happenings in the Israeli-U.S. relationship than just about till the beginning of the state 70 plus years ago.
I can't. I'm right now in the middle of I'm guiding. I'm with a Christian church here. I'm in the hotel with them. And there is nothing. And I said to him, I cannot possibly overstate what Donald Trump has done for the state of Israel since his presidency began, and for that relationship and his bold steps and his willingness to so to speak, go public and do whatever it takes to cement that relationship.
How could that be if a whole Democratic Party calls him a Nazi? I don't understand.
Amazing, right? The first stop on our church tour, guess where we went, Dave? We went to the U.S. Embassy. That's what they wanted.
Cool.
The U.S. Embassy.
And they wanted to see that too, didn't
pictures.
They? Yeah,
exactly. And they were
we got to thank.
Take pictures.
Well, thank you for what you're doing to get together with all the Christians and unite us with them.
Yeah,
that's happening. And I just talked to another Catholic priest in Rolla. We'll talk about this later. But I told him about you last night, and you might be speaking at a Catholic church here pretty soon, even in Rolla.
Awesome.
So I'll try to work it out. All right.
Love it.
Rabbi, so where can people find you?
They can find me, if they can email me if they like it, Rabbi Moshe at IsraelAlliance.org, or they can go to our website, IsraelAlliance.org.
All right, well, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Rabbi,
thank you. My birthday's actually Sunday, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to be on the air Sunday.
So you're not going to.
What do you? There's always got to be something. I wanted it on the side. No, not on top of it. The cake's not big enough. It's got too much sugar. Vay, what do you know? Golly,
that joke.
What?
I think I told that joke with the two Jewish women in the restaurant.
Yeah.
The waiter comes over and he says, "Is anything okay?"
Here's another one. Why can't pirates recite the alphabet?
Because everything is I?
No, because they can't get past it. Arr, 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 matey, that kind of stuff. They can't get past it.
Well, that's fine.
All right, Rabbi Moshe Rothschild calling all the way from Efrat, Israel. Hi to Yonit and the kids. And once again, happy birthday, even though it is on Sunday.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
See you, Rabbi.
Bye. Take care, guys.
Thank you. All right, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
He's always great, this guy.
He is.
I'm telling you, I've known him for about 9 years now, and I mean, he's... when he's giving you information from the front lines of the Gaza Strip.
Right. Well, he's giving a tour today of a Christian group.
Going to the...
And he's stopping in his tour to do his radio thing.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
And he's prophesized that embassy moving from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem months before it was announced in the U.S. news, and also the sovereignty over the Golan Heights, and maybe now even the sovereignty of the West Bank or Judea and Samaria. Anyways, we're going to take a break. I want you to call the show 573-364-4433. We've got a fabulous MAGA hat, one of which I'm wearing today. Stan is not wearing his. I don't know why. No, that's fine. You don't have to wear it all the time. It's funny. Now that I'm walking around with the MAGA hat, I get people come up to me and says, at least around here, I love the hat. Okay?
That's cool.
I ought to set up a stand or something like that we can sell these hats.
Yeah.
That's what I should
probably
do.
Sell a bunch of them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. We're going to be right back. Get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area with a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe. You can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
It's been 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors, and now you can come visit them at their new location on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. Woo! Their name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. So the next time you need work on your vehicle, head to the new location of Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit a1techofrolla.com.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Impeachment is the remedy. I mean, the president can't...
It's the only remedy. The spirit of what Trump did is clearly treasonous.
This is moving into perjury, false statements, and even into potentially treason.
There's outright treason. I mean, there is no question.
I think he's feeling the noose around his neck.
The noose is tightening, and I think they're shocked that the noose is tightening. He feels the noose is tightening.
The noose is tightening.
The sound of hoofbeats of all those investigations catching up with Donald Trump must be loud in his ears.
He may be the first president in quite some time to face the real prospect of jail time.
People might go to jail
You're exactly right.
for the rest of their lives.
I think they're all going to jail. Well, I think they're all going to end up together in prison, and maybe that's a good thing.
God.
He has no idea that he's going down.
You're confident that at least some Trump associates will wind up in jail?
If I was betting, I would say yes.
Where are these guys going to go to get their audience back? I mean, what else do they got to say? What can they say now? Well, the Mueller report, he had to be lying. They made him a god over the last couple of years. He's a god. You got to listen to Mueller.
Right.
You can't fight. Congress, do a law so Trump can't fire Mueller. Okay, they're almost in tears. And they're saying Trump is firing Mueller.
Rachel Maddow was in tears.
Never happened.
I think.
Now, speaking of somebody who has a lot of fire in him, I have Joe Dalton on the line. Joe Dalton is the president of the Pregnancy Resource Center, whose banquet we just held last night. Hi, Joe.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning. Good.
Great.
Good. How are you?
Very, very awesome. I'm a little exhausted. Glad the banquet's over.
Yeah. Well, that's a big chore for you guys. And I thought, how did you think it went?
I think it went great. It was an amazing event. We had nearly 400 people show up to stand up for life, to stand up to save babies, which is so awesome. So awesome.
Yeah. And tell us about the guest speakers that you had up there.
Right. So we had our client speakers. We had Samara, who is somebody that we've known since 2008, 2010. Yeah, 2010. So she's been with us a long time, but she had her second unplanned pregnancy and was actually considering abortion. And she brought her brand new baby, Atara, on stage, which was really awesome. And we got to hear her story. Atara was born on St. Paddy's Day, so that's how recent we're talking. And then we had Sophia. Sophia is a baby girl that had just been adopted very, very recently. So we got to hear her story and then also meet the adoptive mother, which was very special just to hear the warmness in that story. And then our superstar Faith, of course, got up and talked about her experience in the last year and her help and all of her accomplishments and getting to meet the vice president.
Well, she's a future possibility to go out there and talk to other pregnancy resource centers, I think. I mean,
she was so great. I mean, you're right. She could be
straight from the heart. Straight from the heart.
Yeah.
So I mean, these women have. I mean, it's just an amazing psychological reversal for them once they've decided to have the baby. I mean, they're scared to death still, but they're finding out they can have their baby and their life too.
And their life. That's a great point. Now, I had so many people come to me last night saying, I cannot believe Faith. She's so put together. She's, it's like I want to grow up and be like her someday. And, the reality is 2 years ago, she was a train wreck.
She was desperate.
Train wreck.
Desperate.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and her life's together now. And it's so awesome to be a part of that.
Now she's communicating with the Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence, with Uncle Joe in the background.
Yeah. Well, I think the big thing she put out about that last night is at the very end of the meeting with our Vice President. It was an hour and a half long meeting, but everybody was allowed to ask whatever questions they want afterwards, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she asked, what's the favorite part of your job? and he paused in his famous way and said, days like this when I get to meet real heroes.
Yeah.
And
there was a picture taken, which you were in the background.
Uh-huh.
And tell them how that got in social media.
It was awesome. We were told very strictly, do not share anything on social media. It was blackout because the government shutdown, right? Yeah. So, and then the vice president himself tweeted that picture, talking about the meeting. So, must be pretty special to have the vice president tweet a picture about you.
Yeah, sure. That's amazing.
Cool.
Now, there's something else happening around town, something that you arrange yourself. Can you talk about it?
Sure. The movie's coming out today called Unplanned. Unplanned is a true story of a woman by the name of Abby Johnson who was the director of one of the largest abortion clinics in Texas. And everything's big in Texas, so you can imagine how big it is, right? But she became a pro-life woman one day. the tagline is "What she saw changed everything." Well, she really saw something that shook her to her core. What she saw was when she was asked to assist in an ultrasound-guided abortion, which is a rare procedure, by the way. So she's there holding the probe, looking at the baby on the screen, and what she saw is this baby dodging the medical instruments to try to get away from them.
Wow.
This baby was trying to save his own life. And
how could that happen? The baby's just, it's just tissue, isn't it?
Right. See, that's the lie she had bought. That's the lie they had told her. She thought she was helping women. She thought she was this big, courageous person helping these women through a problem. Well, everything changed for her, and she became one of the biggest pro-life superstars. So just 5 months after all this happened, when she literally walked to our side of the iron fence, she spoke at our banquet.
Yes, I met her. I remember her. Yeah. Abby Johnson.
If you review her tape, and I have it, if you review that tape, it's much more raw than the speaking engagement she has now. Of course, she's gotten to be a much better speaker, but man, and she sounded like a gruff.
Now that's where's that movie playing?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got off track. So
in Rolla.
What's it called?
It's called Unplanned. It's playing at our movie theater on Forum. So it's Regal at Forum. There's 18 showtimes starting tonight. I think this afternoon, 3:45 is the first showing. So I want everybody to go see it. It is an amazing
and
movie.
you are the one who, and I don't want to blow up your, any smoke up your skirt, but you are the one that got this movie into Rolla, didn't you?
Well, yeah. So what I did was it was frustrating to me because once again there was a movie coming out and we weren't going to get to see it, and it ticks me off. So I decided to call the corporate office for Regal, and I bounced around the phone tree until I found somebody that actually had a business sense.
Uh-huh.
And I told them the story that this is somebody that Rolla loves. Abby Johnson's story is beholden to many people here. So if you bring it here, a lot of people will watch it. And then I promise to help promote it. And your radio station is actually running ads for it. So thank you for that.
Super.
So
yeah, and our radio station was pretty well represented, both in listeners and in Steve Wheeler, the owner, was there. So sitting at my table. All right. Yep. Hey, Joe. What else? Anything else?
Well, I want to thank everybody for an amazing banquet last night. I want also to let everybody know, if you didn't see it, you can go to support my PRC /webcast.
Okay.
And you'll see it's recorded there. So,
yes. And you don't have to worry about. I'm not in it. So I'm there. I was there. I played the opening act. I helped open doors and greet people. I was a greeter. Right. I was an official greeter. I do that for a living. I do that as a restaurant guy. I've always done that. I felt very comfortable. I started taking orders, outside orders. I mean, it was really something. I was just gassing it up with everybody out there. I loved it. So, hey, Joe, thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks for everything you do, and God bless. Hope Jane feels a little bit better. I know she was there, but she was a little under the weather.
Right.
Thank you so much. You have a great weekend, and thanks for calling the Dave Weinbaum Show.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
God bless you, too. All right, you call the show now, and you'll be availed of the possibility of winning the fabulous MAGA hat and a $35 McDonald's gift card. And we have with us in the studios, who has joined us, having... Yes, hi. Just come on in and do the show. Jeez.
He's just messing with you.
All right, but we have a fabulous one of the stars of the show, Lisa Strausser. Now that you fiddle around, you want to say hello to everybody at least? Stan, maybe? Not me necessarily?
Good morning, Stan. How
are you? There you go.
Good morning. How are you?
She's not talking to me, apparently, so that's fine. Whatever.
Sorry.
More peace for me.
I'm too tired to bother you.
You're too tired to bother me?
Yeah.
That's what you're here for, is to bother me. This is what your job function is described as, insulting Dave.
Great.
Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Take me out of this messy situation. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is your lucky day.
Hey, well, no, it's Adolf, right?
You get to listen to Adolf's voice today.
All right, see, I called it. Oh, now the woman has just stolen my paycheck. This is not good. Adolf, what's going on, my friend?
Oh, not much. I got a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
The government can trace down a cow back 30 or 40 generations, right down to the original cow.
Yeah.
The Center for Disease Control can chase down any disease right down to zero patient, but they can't find out where these measles and mumps are coming from.
Yeah, right. Isn't that something? Yeah.
We know where they're coming from. We're just not allowed to say
a lot of it's coming from overseas, let's put it that way, or around our border.
Across the border.
Crossing our border. Yeah, of course. That was bound to happen.
We're not. We can't be politically correct and say
no. Why not? We can. We'll say it. It's pretty obvious. You're just saying the obvious. I mean, what are the Democrats going to do? Get another Bob Mueller to investigate all of us?
Yeah, probably. That could very well be.
Get a Jesse Smollett to fake an attack. What would happen? I want to know what would happen if a white guy in the south side of Chicago or in downtown Chicago did the same thing and said there were a couple of black guys that attacked me and they just beat the hell out of me and called me all these nasty white, names like a cracker and a wheat cracker and all this stuff, and got himself beat up and then it was turned out to be a fake. What would have happened? What would have happened in Chicago? I can tell you what would have happened. And they dropped the charges. They would have had riots. They would have had riots not only in Chicago, they would have had them all over the country in the primarily black neighborhoods. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh, okay? Without a doubt.
Interestingly enough, in Chicago, it's pretty universal. They hate this Smollett guy. And they hate what he did, and I think the majority of blacks hate him because he made them all look bad. Mm-hmm. And you're going to protest this against a black police department who's out there doing their jobs, busting their butts, trying to fix Chicago. I don't see anybody. Of course, he's up for an award with the NAACP. And for Time Man of the Year or whatever they're going to do. It's just outrageous. Outrageous.
One other question.
Yes, sir.
Our dear Senator, Roy Blunt.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think he signed his death warrant back then?
No. What I think is, and I've heard this rumor, I can't tell you where I got it from, but I don't think he's going to run again. It's that simple. So, Adolf?
That's probably true. He's not going to run again.
You got to dust off your sports jackets and get out there and run for senator.
Yeah, there's some good candidates out there.
Well, I'm sure there are. And I like this Hawley guy. Yeah, how do you like Hawley?
Yeah, he's doing good.
So far, so good.
So far, he's holding his end.
So far, he's doing okay.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think Blunt's done. I don't think even the president's not that mad at him. I mean, he's walking around with the president half the time. So I think he just knows that the guy it's an outgoing vote. Why he did that, beyond me. But I don't like the symbolism of it. So
well, okay. Well, you have a great weekend.
Adolf, thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you for allowing me to grace your presence.
Oh, are you crazy? This is terrific.
We appreciate
I love
you.
It. Thanks, Adolf. I appreciate you.
Have a great one.
You too. All right. We're back on the show. And
you're listening worldwide on KKID, Salem.
Worldwide.
That's right.
Worldwide. We're all over the world. Do you know that,
I'm telling you, man. That's a trip.
How the hell do they understand me if I can't speak their language? I mean, I'm almost embarrassed.
Can't speak your language.
Well, no. They know what I'm saying somehow.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know what they're saying. It's interesting. Now, I'm going to sound like I'm bragging. Maybe I am a little. I don't care. But, I've written all these quotes over all these years, over 46,000, almost 47,000 quotes and jokes. And a lot of them have gotten out via Reader's Digest that goes all over the world. And they're in 20, 26, 28, 30 different languages.
Wow.
So, and a bunch of them are on Twitter.
Oh, gosh.
And there's always new ones on Twitter. You see me thanking them.
I always have to hit translate tweet so I know which one they're actually retweeting.
I mean, interestingly, I've gotten to know which ones are Portuguese and
Brazil, in other words, from
Portuguese
Brazil.
And Spanish and French and all that stuff. You get to recognize the style.
Sure.
And but the Norwegians ones I don't get. Anyways, but it's kind of interesting to see that I have that kind of recognition.
Yeah.
They're looking at Dave Weinbaum, and then I wonder if they connect me with this radio show somehow. I don't know.
Hard to tell.
It's hard to tell because we're heard as of February. We were heard in 437 cities.
No kidding.
And probably half of those were outside the United States.
No kidding.
So really weird, huh? Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm heard in Sicily too.
I heard Penny was promoted. Now they call her 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
But you don't want to be named after somebody like 50 Cent, do you?
No, I don't think so.
You want to be named after somebody like, Donald Trump. What do you think of that? Huh? Forget about the 50 Cent. Come on. You can do better.
How about that?
You can do better. You were a penny. Well, it's progress. Now you're 50 Cent. But let's look even bigger than that. All right? Maybe you can reach $1 bill someday, right? All right. We're back on the Dave Weinbaum Show, and I think, right now we need a break, and then we're going to come back with the Illuminator, Laura Loomer. I did not announce who I have on this show. What's wrong with me, Stan?
I don't know.
Well, we had the rabbi, and the rabbi was great.
Yes,
really
he was.
Top performance. We got Laura the Illuminator, Loomer. We've got Elad Hakim, the lawyer to the Dave Weinbaum Show. We've got the matchmaker coming on live, Deanna Lorraine at 11. And we got Dr. Amy sometime after that, maybe about 11:20 or so.
Yeah.
And taking all the callers. We got a lot of stuff, a lot of great stuff, a lot of bits. Oh, and as a matter of fact, we've got something with the new Green Deal we're going to play here fairly shortly.
Yeah, that was
after
a good
I say a
interview.
word or two about it. But, this Clem and Clevis guy, or Cletus, right? I get his name
right.
wrong.
Yeah, Cletus.
I went out to Rolla streets and I just grabbed these two guys, and they did a pretty good interview, and I thought I'd go see them again, so I did.
There you go.
So, all right, we're going to be right back. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
The ACAR real estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. ACAR Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek ACAR broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at ACAR Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's ACAR Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Reality check number 31. New cars can go from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Why can't new car loans move like that? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We may look like typical bankers, but when it comes to car loans, we're downright speed demons. We approve loans in record time, so you can get that new baby on the road ASAP. And by the way, you really do look good in that new ride. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
If you're in the food business and your walk-in cooler quits, do you think you can call just any heating and refrigeration guy to fix it? Think again. Time is money, and you don't want to have to wait while an air conditioner repairman tries to figure out what's wrong. At Cox Brothers, food equipment repair is who we are. We have the specialized training and know-how to protect your expensive and fragile inventory while we repair your broken equipment. When you need food service repairs, go right to the experts. Cox Brothers Food Equipment Repair in St. James. We'll keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
At Premier Title Group, we realize that one of the most important decisions in your life is when you purchase or sell your property. We strive to treat each customer like they are part of our family. At Premier Title Group, we offer quick yet very accurate title searches and will close your real estate transaction in a timely manner. With unmatched customer service, you'll find that we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction, serving Phelps and its surrounding counties. Remember, when it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. Choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months on all new 2019 Chevy Silverado All-Star LT Crew Cab for well-qualified buyers with GM financing. Come check out all of what Fairground Auto Plaza has to offer. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Follow me at daveweinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
The FBI and the Department of Justice were leaking to the media. How else will we know about two FISA requests? How else will we know that the intelligence agencies were unmasking? How else will we know any of these things? And the reason is they were leaking at the FBI, and now we know it's a fact. They were leaking at the Department of Justice, now we know it's a fact. And so all I did is put together the different exhibits from the different media outlets, including the New York Times, McClatchy, and so forth. And the general parameters of this were laid out, and they were stunning at the time. And I might add, there was a chorus of media attacking me as a conspiracy theorist and everything. How can I be a conspiracy theorist when I'm reading their reporting? What we have here is Mediagate. Now, what do I mean by that? We have had thousands and thousands of stories on cable TV, on network TV, in the New York Times, Washington Post, exclusives, anonymous, government officials, former government officials, lying to us about conspiracies, coming indictments, lying to us about obstruction and meetings that took place.
I'm back on the show. Stanley.
I know. I'm reading messages. Sorry. Reading messages. Sorry.
Jeez.
A lot of them are
I love it, but come on, this is 2 in a row. Come on, you got to get me in there. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Oh, hello.
Hi, you're on the air. How are you doing? Who are you and where are you from?
Oh, this is Pam, and I'm from Richland.
Pam from Richland. Okay.
I met you last night.
Oh,
My
yes.
husband,
Yes.
Lee.
Yes.
We not only had the honor of attending, but we got to sit with you and meet the lovely Lisa, and we had a very meaningful time, and we just wanted to say...
Well, we had a great time, too. For the life of me, I didn't know who you guys were. somehow the connection with... she told me, but, she
didn't listen.
She doesn't know... What does she know from, So I don't listen half the time. And look at her. She's mad. She says, I came in for this. No, don't be hitting me with... She's sticking... She just drew on me with a pen. This is not good. All right. Anyways,
you in line.
I just did not... No, there's no keeping me in line. There was just no connection that I had. And I just thought you were just a couple people, nice people out there. You brought me a bottle of kosher wine, for goodness sakes. How great was that? From Israel.
Oh, well, we thank you for what you do, and by the way, we are two of your greatest fans.
Well, thank you so much, and I'm a fan of you guys too. I have a lot of people that I like that are on the show, and I've become a fan of theirs. So thank you so much, and it was great to meet you guys.
Well, God bless, and you take care.
God bless to you too.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Dave, Jim from Rolla.
Well, hey, Jim. What's up, man?
Hey, I'm doing fine. You doing okay today?
Yeah,
I hope.
well,
Cheryl's going really good. The
Yeah,
commercials you ran, the commercials you just ran, were almost as long-winded as you, Dave. Not quite. Just
almost as long-winded as me. Well, they're only 30-second spots, so that can't be too bad.
Yeah, but did you have to play 10 of them? Come on.
Well, we got sponsors. They pay for this. Okay.
I know. I'm teasing on you, Dave.
I know, but I'm coming back at you, and you don't seem to be able to.
95 years
that. What are you
serving
doing?
families in the Rolla community.
Oh, was that me?
Jeez,
sorry about that.
More commercials.
Can we get something here?
Well, I figured you all weren't
Stan needs a
complaining enough.
Stan needs some kind of restraint, for goodness sakes. What are you doing? Are you okay? Are you
lining up more commercials?
Well, that's great. Yeah,
so
just
we can
for
do
Jim.
another 10.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna do. Yeah, thanks for that. Now he's gonna run 10 more during the breaks.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Dave, I wanted to talk to you real quick about that Mueller thing. I got a deal on Facebook this morning from a friend of mine up in Indiana. And she posted it that Mueller investigation, I don't know if this is true now, this is Facebook, but he knew that there was no collusion on the Trump family at all before the elections in 2016.
Absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that. He had no... Well, you're supposed to have some kind of a law that was a crime to work on. There was no crime in his case. That they went against the DOJ guidelines on that. Okay, so he knew it, and then he takes 2 years to figure out how to defame the president, because you got all the news stations defaming him. You got every Democrat and their mother defaming him. And, there's a lot of damage done by Mueller. I'm not willing to give him a pass.
No, I mean, I'm not either. But, he has to make a living, too. It was only $4 million for them 2 years, so it's not bad, right?
Man. Was that his cut? I wonder what his cut was from the Hillary Foundation donation that Russian gave to the Clintons. Out of that $150 million, I want to know how much he got.
Right.
I'm willing to bet there was something there. Sure. Between him and Comey and McCabe, they got something to hide. Ain't no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. And how did Obama become as rich as he is?
Well, there could have been something there, too. Sure. We got to pay the boss, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
What the hell?
Yep.
You're almost bringing me to another Sicilian moment there. That's just not good. Yeah. All right. Hey, Jim, forget about it. No frog jokes? What's wrong with you? You okay?
No, I'm
how toady are you? You're a little toady with your jokes. You're toady.
Do you know how much a pirate pays for corn?
How much a pirate? No, but he can't say "arr." He can't go past the alphabet and "arr." How much is a pirate? How does an eye and an ear?
How much does a pirate pay for corn?
I don't know.
Buccaneer.
Oh, Buccaneer. Buccaneer. All right. Well, thank you, Jim. I was halfway there. Thank you. You have a great weekend. All right. Appreciate it. And we're going to now. I know you want to call the show desperately. I can see all the phones getting ready to ring. And I want you to call. And remember, write down this number, 573-364-4433. And get it off your chest, and then we're going to do, we're going to play the Illuminator. Laura Loomer. What?
Well, you didn't tell me about that yet, so don't.
Yeah, I did. I announced on the show that we're going to play her at 10.
I'm sorry.
Okay, and you were there. 13. Jeez. Oh, well.
I'm sorry.
I had calls, Stan. All right, hit it.
There we go.
Hit it.
The Car Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Car Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Deleka Car Broker Owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Car Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Car Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Does your trip...
ladies and gentlemen, conservative investigative journalist. When she appears, liberals disappear. The Lois Lane to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Laura, the Luminator Loomer. Oh, there they are. You know, you are famous all over the world. This audience is just in America. But, you know, they're all from all 50 states, I believe, and a few from Israel. How about that? Amazing. All right, you can sit down now. Sit down. Yeah. You're cutting in on our time. Okay, Laura, hey, CAIR was expelled from a San Diego school system by a judge for anti-constitutional and propaganda behavior. Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I'm happy to see people fighting back against CAIR. It's a designated Islamic terrorist organization, and so they really have no place being inside the school system.
Now, you went to a protest against Ilhan, who was in California for a fundraiser for CAIR.
Yeah.
So tell us about that, and is the table turning a little bit on CAIR?
Yeah, it definitely is. I went to Woodland Hills, California, where CAIR was having their banquet, and they invited Ilhan Omar as their keynote speaker, along with a guy named Hassan Shibli, who is the director for CAIR in Florida, which is the largest branch of CAIR. And Woodland Hills has a very large Jewish population, so it was definitely a form of intimidation for them to do this and for them to show up in this community. And the Hilton, despite many people complaining and protesting, still allowed for this terrorist organization to have their event at the venue. And so I had booked a room at the Hilton as well. And when I arrived, I checked in. And then when I confronted some people from CAIR, I was told by the Hilton that I could not stay there. So they actually removed me from the hotel.
Somehow I think somebody notified them about you. But even so, you know, why weren't you allowed to have your hotel room? So, you know.
Well, because I guess I confronted the jihadis, and they weren't too happy that I confronted them.
Now, let me ask you this. As a Jewish American, how do you feel about President Trump's recognizing the Golan Heights as part of Israel?
I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. And, you know, it's funny how people call Donald Trump a Nazi when he's the most pro-Jewish, pro-Israel president we've ever had.
If he was a Nazi, he'd have to hate his daughter and his grandchildren and his son-in-law, wouldn't he?
Exactly. And so it's just another example of Trump derangement syndrome, and it just goes to show you how the media will go to every extreme to paint this president in a bad light.
You know, I think we had a little bit of a turning point the other day with the Mueller exoneration of Trump. What would you suggest we do now that things have swung our way to save America, Jews, and Christians?
Well, President Donald Trump needs to start taking the threat of CAIR and the Muslim Brotherhood in America more seriously. There needs to be a national designation which makes the Muslim Brotherhood a terrorist organization here in America, so that these organizations which are, you know, threatening Jewish and Christian, the Jewish and Christian presence here in America, they need to be dealt with. And as we've discussed on your program before, right, the Muslim Brotherhood has a long-term game plan for how they're going to implement Sharia law and take over America. It's called the Explanatory Memorandum. Mm-hmm. And it's not a conspiracy theory. This is all documented. It was obtained in a raid by the FBI. And so President Donald Trump should act on it. I think it's very concerning that this organization has their office headquartered 1 block away from the White House, and they're giving money to women who are running for Congress and, you know, having an impact in policy making all across the country. Why is a group that has ties to Hamas, that the FBI had to sever ties with due to their terrorist affiliation, trying to get inside our school system, trying to get inside the universities, right? Trying to influence things as much as they are. It should be of concern to everybody.
Well, now that he doesn't have his hands tied, and now that he isn't under all that pressure of being a traitor to his country, let's see what he does, because I think you're going to see a lot of things that are going to benefit the country and protect Jews and Christians and other Americans who don't want to live under the scourge of Sharia law. Now, Louis Farrakhan, speaking of Sharia law, traveled to Iran and there said that Muslims should divorce America. Are you willing to go through a divorce with Muslims in America?
Well, yeah, so he was in Iran. I don't know how he was able to get over there, but while he was there, he was being interviewed by a radical woman who is a journalist in Iran, and she was actually detained at an airport when coming to St. Louis. And so he's associating with dangerous individuals. And while he was there, he called on Muslims to get a divorce from America because he said that Muslims can't peacefully coexist with white Americans. And as you know, he is the Nation of Islam's leader. So it sounds like he's calling for an uprising in America of Muslims, which is essentially jihad. And so that should be of concern to everybody. And it's just mind-boggling to me how Louis Farrakhan is still able to operate freely. And he's still on Twitter. He's still on Facebook, you know.
Well, you just wondered how he got to go to Iran. I'm wondering how and why he gets to come back.
Right.
That's what I'd like to know. Hey, your buddy, Judge Janine, scheduled to be on this Saturday. Do you know the inside story there at all?
I don't, but I'm just happy that she's going to be coming back, and I'm glad that that she wasn't fired because CAIR, the same organization that keeps on popping up, they wrote a letter to Fox News asking for her to be fired. And so Fox already caved to CAIR and suspended her for 2 weeks, but I'm glad she's going to be back on air because she's a fighter and she's an American patriot, and
she did not do anything wrong.
Right.
She just stated an opinion based on fact. All right, sort of like what you do. All right. Other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find and contribute to you?
You can subscribe to my website, lauraloomer.us, and you can donate on my website too. There's a donate link. And then on my Instagram as well, you can follow me. My handle is Loomered.
You know, I got a great deal on a new desk. It came pre-cluttered. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura the Luminator Loomer, thank you so much for being a star on the Dave Weinbaum Show. And by the way, I contribute to Laura as well, so please do.
Thank you.
She's out there on her own.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Laura.
Of course. Thanks for having me on.
Have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. You too. Bye.
Now, for a woman that's banned by Twitter, lifetime ban.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a life sentence. What did she do? She told the absolute truth about Ilhan Omar. I mean, she didn't say anything derogatory to her. She just said what the facts are of Sharia law. And she's a congresswoman, and Twitter got rid of her. Can you believe that? Yeah. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, it's old man.
Hi, old man. What's up?
Oh, I was going to talk about something you guys don't normally talk about, and it's kind of hard to hold up to the last caller.
Yeah, the Illuminator. She's pretty good.
She is.
Yeah, she is. I just had another real close friend last week pass away from Agent Orange. And I was wondering if you guys had found out anything else about that.
There's like a media curtain up about it. There's nothing. I mean, not just a little bit. There's just pretty much nothing out there that I could find. But that's, I'm not an investigator neither.
Right, I understand that. But,
well, I'm sorry to hear that, though. That is very sad. I know I'm a Vietnam-era veteran myself. I was in 75. But there were a lot of people that are unnecessarily suffering still because of possibly the government not wanting to help.
And I don't understand that.
Why are they hiding it?
The guy that just passed didn't even know he had cancer.
Yeah.
Wow. And he was working pretty hard one day at his house, and he fell and broke all his ribs.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Which is unusual.
Well, he had the cancer go to his ribs.
Very brittle bones.
And he didn't know it.
Yeah. So he went in the hospital and everything, and x-rayed him and all that, and they said, do you know he got cancer of the lungs?
Wow.
And he said, well, I just thought I was getting short-winded because I was getting old, you know.
Yeah.
Well.
And,
all right. Well, when we have an update, we'll tell it on the show. I mean, there's no news coming out of Washington about this at all.
It's just like it's totally covered up.
Right. Well, it is.
The men
apparently
did this for us.
Yeah.
They didn't do it for themselves.
Right.
Well, now they've got the new program out to where if you don't like if you can't get an appointment to get something taken care of, you can go to a regular doctor, and maybe they can kind of skirt around the issue like that and get the care they need.
Maybe they're looking against.
The thing is, when he first went to the hospital, they were paying for his treatments.
Right, you told us that.
And the more he had to go back, the less they paid. Then finally, they just cut it off altogether and said, "Well, if you need it treated, you got to do it on your own."
All right. Well, if anybody's got listening out there and you have any information, give us a call here at 573-364-4433, because I know the old man from the woods is always listening to this show. All right, thank you so much, old man.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. All right, you have a great weekend.
Hey, I need that hat too.
Okay, well, you got to listen to about 10 till 12 then, because that's when I'll be announcing it. Okay.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, you too. Thanks, old man. Okay, where was I? We're going to talk a little bit about Jesse Smollett, and we're going to take a break, right?
I'm going to do the break first, and then
do the break first. Okay, we're going to talk about Jesse Smollett when we get back. Call the show, 573-364-4433, and make yourself eligible to win a MAGA hat and a fabulous $35 McDonald's gift card. And we have a caller. I always work around the callers.
Right.
Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, turn your radio down or something. Vaguely, I can hear you.
I wanted to make a comment with...
What's your name? Hold on, what's your name?
Kenny.
What?
Kenny from Owensville.
What do you say, Teddy?
Got me?
Denny from Rolla?
Kenny from Owensville.
Kenny from Owensville.
Oh, Kenny from Owensville. Okay.
All right, man, thanks.
Go ahead, man.
I'm irritated with Fox News that they suspend the judge because she says something, but yet Omar can say whatever they want, condemn people. Same thing with the Democrats. Why don't Fox go after them people?
Yeah, good question. Very good. An excellent question, sir.
Yes.
I think it's turning on him, though. I think it's coming around. All right, with this Trump deal now, I think he's going to get more active in this, too. So, he's been a little bit... Go ahead.
I hope they go after all of them.
You and me both.
Yeah, we all do.
They're splitting this country apart, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
disgusted.
They just,
But thank you. I wanted to say thank you for at least you're on the air, and I wish you were on more than just one day a week, though. So.
You know what? I can barely do this. It's a 3-hour show. Do you know what it takes to do this show? It killed Seinfeld and when he was a regular guy and Larry David, and they had all those writers to do a half-hour live TV show once a week. I'm doing this live 3 hours. I get some help here and there. I mean, Stan and Jesse and Lisa.
Hey, Jerry got paid $1 million an episode, and he still told me when to quit.
Yeah, what, like half of what I make?
Yeah.
Right. Hey, thanks a lot, buddy.
All
right, man.
Say thank you to you. Thank you.
Thanks for being loyal to me. I appreciate that. I've got a lot of loyal. You know how many people came up to me last night and said, what happened to your radio show? I haven't missed a Friday.
Maybe you ought to put a release in the newspaper about it.
Where do they read it? You know what? I got to put billboards up.
It was in the newspaper.
It wasn't in the newspaper. We had a story about it. I got to get a billboard up. Yeah. All right?
Yeah.
So that's what I got to do. Anyways, we're back on the show. We're going to be talking about Jesse Smollett. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Pregnancy Resource Center of Rolla's director, Joseph Dalton, has arranged the release of the film Unplanned at Rolla's Regal Cinemas Forum 5. Unplanned addresses the issue of abortion, and from March 29th through April 4th, Christians have the opportunity to support the right to life. By attending this movie, you'll encourage the theater to bring more faith-based movies to Rolla. Get tickets now at 844-462-7342 or regmovies.com. Show local theaters that faith movies are popular.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community-born, community-raised, community serving.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Moving, let's talk about Salem, Missouri, and what we have to offer. We are located in the center of Missouri, center of the USA, with a great school system, college, beautiful country club. Rivers within 1 hour drive include Jack's Fork, Piney, Gasconade, Merrimack, and 2 state parks. If you're looking to enjoy life with recreation or just enjoy life, call VIP Properties, Pat Tackett Broker, 103 East 4th Street, Salem, Missouri, 573-729-7622.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Follow me at daveweinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
We had an iron triangle here. The Hillary campaign that funded the dossier, the Obama administration, the Department of Justice, FBI, and the intelligence agencies, and the media. And the media, which is supposed to watch the powerful, the media, which is supposed to watch the government, threw in with this government in order to take out Donald Trump. And I want to talk about a few things because it's getting a little convoluted with the endless speculation out there. Bill Barr is not part of the Postal Service where he picks up the report and gives it to Congress. This regulation has been in place for 20 years since the Clinton administration. His job is to look at this report to make sure there isn't secret 6E grand jury information which legally is not permitted to be made public. It's his job to make sure that FBI raw notes, 301s, are not distributed publicly. It's his job to make sure classified information is not distributed publicly. And believe it or not, it's his job to make sure that people aren't smeared who haven't been charged.
Understand a little bit better about why he just can't throw this at everybody right now. He's under legal obligation. He just got this thing Friday, okay? He did enough to where he could generalize about it in 4 little paragraphs. But he's working on it. They want it released. President Trump wants it released. And the Democrats are causing a hissy fit because they're not going to get it on Monday or Tuesday? Oh, that's all politics. It's just outrage.
The Republicans ask them for paperwork, and sometimes it's years, and they still haven't
gotten stuff that
exactly.
We're talking about stuff that found later implicates Democrats in crimes.
Right.
The struck text messages with Lisa Page, the girlfriend. All right, a little bit about Jussie Smollett, the most hated man in Chicago history. He's even. I think Al Capone was liked much better than him. In fact, Al Capone probably you could say was pretty popular, but this guy, even the blacks hate him. He makes everybody look bad. The police, the corrupt government. I mean, that's why Rahm Emanuel, a corrupted individual that worked for Obama, is so mad because this guy, more than anything, has outed the government of city government of Rahm Emanuel. Mm-hmm. Okay, the Chicago Police Department comes out smelling like a rose here. They did their job. Okay, they did it. They did it the right way. They investigated. They presented it to a grand jury. The grand jury was the one that indicted the guy for 16 felonies. So, all right. So he got, he's sort of. So what happens? What happened? This gal recused herself. And then all of a sudden she comes back and then she drops the charges. If you recuse yourself, you recuse your whole office.
Right.
All right? And all of a sudden she's making announcements that all the charges have been dropped. Well, someone connected with the Obamas, I think it was somebody who was very close to Michelle Obama. She was in the Obama administration. Find out her name, please. Judy Chen, I think she's a little Chinese, and she made a couple phone calls. And there's also a rumor out that there was a contribution made to Kim Fox's, that is the prosecutor in Chicago who recused herself, $408,000 to her political campaign or whatever. Okay. So we're starting to put this all together, and this thing stinks. It's just terrible. 16 indictments, and they drop it all, and now the police they're just beside themselves. I mean, they really did a good job here, and they're getting spit on. And Emanuel, I'm actually shocked that he thinks this. I'm actually shocked he's defending the police. Of course, he had to take a shot at Donald Trump. Stay out of this, Trump. None of your business, Trump. You're corrupt. All right, so I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chester Corey, Chester from north of Doolittle.
Chester Corey?
Yeah.
Hi, Chester Corey. How you doing?
Anyway, you're asking what Rahm Emanuel is doing?
Yeah. Right.
It's real easy. The NAACP is still going to give the award to Jussie Smollett.
Oh my God!
Well, that's great.
Yeah, the $10,000 that he forfeited in his bond, that's just peanuts.
Oh, sure.
But the community service, which at least would have taken some of his personal time, that was performed with a Jesse Jackson fundraising organization.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of community service right there.
Right. So now you're starting to see what's happening here. You've got the latest news is emerging. This may or may not happen, but the latest news is that Smollett is getting ready to sue the Chicago Police Department.
Well, there's no way, and I'll tell you why.
No. There's always a way.
I'll tell you why.
What's happening?
How is he going to handle the discovery part of the trial?
Who cares?
Well, I care. I mean,
he's got his own. The mayor of the city is asking, Trump to sit it out, which guarantees that nobody's going to get to the bottom of it if you leave it to the Illinois and to the city.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
Well, they've already got Bill Barr investigating in the FBI.
Yeah, I know, but that's why the push is to try to get it out. See, if this is a race issue of the first order generated by the Democrats,
right?
They are trying to cause total turmoil in Chicago, like they always do, And the guy who is the fall guy is the Chicago Police Department.
But they're black.
Going to turn this around. They're going to turn this around, or try. They're trying to turn this around. NAACP, Rahm Emanuel, a whole bunch of other folks, and they're going to try to make it look like the cops messed it all up in the first place, and they're racist for accusing them.
But many of those cops, including their leader, are black. How does that make sense?
Yes, because the cops for the Chicago Police Department are just pawns.
Okay.
Everybody else is in racial issues in Chicago.
Well, good for them.
This is how the Democrats have always worked.
And we're both from Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can tell you one thing. I am so glad not to be there anymore.
Oh, absolutely.
Even visiting is a pain in the butt. People are miserable there. They hate everybody. There's no smiles on anybody. You know, at least out here you get smiles.
The old neighborhoods.
Huh? No, hell no.
You don't want to drive through the old neighborhood.
No. You're right. It's always been like that from the '60s on. So
what happened in 1960, or what happened in the '60s?
Well, I remember my father had a liquor store on Cottage and 65th and Cottage, I think 63rd and Cottage Grove on the south side of Chicago. I used to work there when I was 14 and 15 years old, and one morning I overslept, and to punish me, he made me take the train down there. The problem was I missed my stop. Now it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm walking on the south side of Chicago by myself to the liquor store 8 in the morning.
Not healthy.
I tell you what, I was in a foreign country, and it wasn't a friendly foreign country either. People were out on their doorsteps, and they're looking at me like, "What the hell is this little white boy doing out there?" And I felt some heat. I mean, I didn't run or anything, but I walked as calmly as I could before somebody. I didn't dawdle. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
And but I felt the hatred, of people, and justified or not justified, it just is. So what can I tell you?
It's going to continue to fester because this is what I'm talking about. This is how the Democrat government of Chicago, which for the most part is black, by the way.
Yeah.
But they're always being played, and they always continue on the racial politics, and they will never be satisfied because no matter what happens, they will come to the defense of a black criminal regardless of what he did, because that's how Rahm Emanuel and the Democrat Party are pushing.
Well, speaking of that, I went out and interviewed a couple of local guys here yesterday, and I want you to listen to this take on what they know and don't know, because average person doesn't listen to the news really. Maybe on and off kind of thing, That's why I have a radio show, so people can listen to this and be entertained too. Hit it, Stan.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Clem and Cletus. Hi, boys. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. How about you?
Hey, I'm doing good myself.
Well, that's great. Hey, you guys are pretty typical around these parts. How do you get your news?
Oh, I don't really listen to any news. I like sports and fishing and stuff like that. How about you?
Yeah, when it comes on that radio there, I just heard that channel to some rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, I do that too.
So a little classic music, a little bit rock and roll. So no news, right?
No.
Heck no, I don't like the news because you know what?
What?
I don't believe it.
Well, here's some news that I've got for you. Just to inform you of a few things to get your reaction. The Mueller Report has indicted President Trump for being a Russian agent and Putin's boyfriend. He resigned to avoid impeachment. Mike Pence has also resigned. Nancy Pelosi is now president and has pardoned El Chapo to serve as her vice president. What? Finally, Jussie Smollett was released from jail yesterday, and the picture of the two white MAGA hat-wearing attackers has been revealed. Look familiar?
Oh, my God.
Hey, that's you and me, man.
That's you over there.
Well, there you go. It's kind of the same reaction they had the last time I interviewed these guys.
Well, you were taking away their meat.
Yeah, Chester, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Chester. I appreciate the call, and I appreciate you listening to that. Any final thoughts?
Oh, just that the world is going to hell in a handbasket as long as you have Democrats around, because their whole, they've lied to us for,
It's coming out. I mean,
since the party.
Trump was not an accident.
You have to get educated. People have to finally see through the lies.
And I think a lot of them are, Chester. I really believe that.
The party of the Klan, the party of slavery,
right.
The party of sedition.
Right. Yeah.
And they're at it all the time.
You got it, my friend.
And now they're the Communist Party of America.
Hi to Martha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chester.
Great weekend. All right, we're back on the show. We got Clem and Cletus. Anybody want to call and comment on them? I'll tell you what. That's what happens when you don't listen to the news. You can tell them anything.
Right.
Obviously, if you're living in Branson, none of that is true. Let me say it again. None of that is really true. No. Pelosi is not the president of the United States.
No.
Thank God. Yeah. Okay. And I was going to do, we got, no, I can't do that. We'll do another break. And then we got Deanna, the matchmaker, coming up at 11. So, you know what? Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
95 years of serving families in the Rolla community. This is Rick Miller at Null & Son Funeral Home. For a business to be successful for 95 years takes hard work, determination, respect, and compassion for the community and the families we serve. This year, Null & Son Funeral Home proudly celebrates our 95th anniversary. 95 years of providing the finest funeral service, always at an affordable cost. It has been our honor to serve your family.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage.
When it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. With over 37 years of combined experience in the title insurance industry, the staff at Premier Title Group is ready to help you with all your real estate transactions in Phelps, Crawford, Dent, Marys, Pulaski, and Texas counties. With unmatched customer service and one of the friendliest staffs in the area, you will find that at Premier Title Group, we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction. Tell your realtor and lender that you choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months on all new 2019 Chevy Silverado All-Star LT Crew Cab for well-qualified buyers with GM financing. Come check out all of what Fairground Auto Plaza has to offer. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Sydney's in Rolla reminds you they're open each day, Tuesday through Saturday. If you're looking for something to do, stop in. They're open till 1:30 a.m. each night. Also, they have a menu of appetizers to choose from like jalapeno poppers, steak bites with bacon, and more. Escape to Sydney's with over 100 whiskeys to choose from, or signature drinks, and over a dozen beers on tap. Sydney's, 707 North Pine, downtown Rolla, where friends meet.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Well, if he wanted to hedge his bets and he refused to come to a decision, he ought to go to work for a hedge fund. The job of a prosecutor is to evaluate the evidence on all sides and then come to a conclusion. This was especially important in the obstruction of justice part of the case because Rod Rosenstein should not be making any decisions relating to obstruction of justice because he was involved in the firing of Comey, and he has his own interests in making sure that the case came out one way rather than another way. So, I think 2 cheers for Mueller. He was right about obstruction of justice. He was right about collusion or conspiracy. And he was right in the end about obstruction, not bringing any charges. But he was wrong not to say unequivocally, look, we've looked at the evidence and there is no case for obstruction. There is no case for obstruction.
Now, you see, from a master lawyer, that's what you do, okay? When you're a prosecutor, you're either going to indict the guy, or you shut up.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to comment on it after that. If you got reason or cause to indict the guy, you don't start floating that stuff out there because the guy can't defend himself. It's not fair. If you think the guy committed a crime, indict him, and so he can defend himself.
Right.
It's just not fair. So they got that perspective. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I got a feeling I know who this is, and why haven't you called all these months? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My little Jewish buddy. How are you doing?
It's a Jewish thing now. All right.
No,
is this Kevin?
Yes, it is. This is Kevin came from St. James, the liberal that I hope everybody hates.
Hey, by the way, they got a mayoral election up there. You going to vote for my buddy Jim White, the guy who works for me?
Well, there was this thing, it's a little piracy problem we have down here in St. James, which goes against the Missouri Constitution.
Yeah, okay.
Hang on, turn the radio down.
So you're against him, so that means everybody else should be for him.
Well, it was like this. Anybody that will end up taking we ain't got time for what this sounds.
Right. Well, give me what you got on what you were going to eviscerate me on.
Everybody calls and talking about how big a liar Democrats are, right? Everybody on your side there. Well, you know who's the number one most lying president of all presidents in the United States history?
Who's that? Barack Obama?
Your guy you got in there right now.
Oh, Trump? Well, why don't you tell us some of his lies?
Well, right now I will go.
No. I've looked at this. Wait a minute. If you say he lied, come up with a lie.
He is number one of 15. He is number one of 15 presidents. So what's his website here? It's got.
What?
It's the cheatsheet.com.
What is his lie? Name his lies.
Well, one is I ain't gonna go to lies, but I will know one thing.
You just called him the biggest liar of all American presidents.
You know me. I will get my information. I'm telling you now. I will have.
Why don't you have your information now so you can back up what you said?
No, I'm just going to say it now because I will wait and get you the information next week.
Okay, why don't you go on to your next point?
All your fans out here, they're
fine. Bring it on next week then.
Middle of nowhere.
Bring it on next week. All right, now give me another thing that you're pissed off about.
Another thing about it is, I want to go back to all the way before he was elected. Now, this deal that everybody talks about, what he said on that bus, people fail to see that was an actual assault that he pulled upon Nancy O'Dell. So,
what he talked about on what bus? You're talking about
he ended up said
the BuzzFeed?
He grabbed her by her. You know what?
Yeah.
And he was rich, and there was nothing that she could do about it. Okay.
I don't think that was the quote. I think he said he could do that and get away with it.
He did do it. He said he did do it because Nancy O'Dell.
Okay. Why didn't she charge him with rape? Why wait and get a payoff?
Yeah, okay. That money buys yourself a lot of things in this country.
Okay, so it bought him that, and she broke her. She agreed to that, right? She agreed to that. Did she agree to that?
Do what?
Did she agree to get the money and then drop the case, along with Stormy Daniels? Did they agree to that?
I don't know. I ain't talking
Yes,
about
they did.
I'm talking about the one that Donald Trump,
Yeah.
the elected president of the United States, the people of this country elected a sexual offender. That's what he ought to be. But no, he's not.
Well, why did they elect Bill Clinton then?
Well, that's a good question right there.
Well, okay. Do you understand that people know they knew about Bill Clinton's past, which is a lot rockier than the president. Now you got to let me talk. You got to let me talk. Got to let me talk. They knew about Bill Clinton, and it was a given that he was a sexual predator, and it's a given also about Donald Trump's rocky situation too. It's a given. Nobody in the end gave a damn about that with Clinton, and nobody in the end gives a damn about that with Donald Trump.
Wait, hang on a minute. You mean tell me that if he would have ended up assaulting your daughter like that, that wouldn't mean something to you?
Well, hopefully my daughter would have had the son of a bitch arrested if that's what happened. I don't see that he assaulted anybody. I don't see anybody coming out with any rape charges. You're the first person that said that.
Said that he did it, Dave.
Huh?
You guys totally look past that. If I knew that Bill Clinton had done that stuff like that he did, I would not have voted for him. I would not have, because he's a sexual predator.
Yeah.
Trump is the same way.
I don't.
Have elected a guy into the White House.
Nobody has accused him of rape. Kevin, nobody's accused him of rape. All right, listen to me. I got an interview.
I'll accuse of the
I got to take
girl.
this, okay?
Hey, you guys have a good weekend.
Hey, call me back next weekend.
I will. I'm gonna have some of them lies for you.
There's no way you're taking another 6 months off. You understand me?
All right. Hey, I'm just now getting back to where I feel good, David.
Yeah, okay, buddy. All right, you take care of yourself.
Heart attack hit me with a depression.
I understand. Don't get yourself deep breaths. All right,
Deanna Lorraine.
Hey, it's Deanna. Let's play her song first before we. Yeah, hold on, Deanna. We gotta take care of you. We gotta do you up right.
I'll be there.
There you go.
Which one, Matchmaker or I'll?
Yeah, Matchmaker.
Okay, I'm finding here.
Okay.
This is live radio.
Yeah, live radio. There you go. Here we go.
I'm sorry. There we go.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special treat today. Calling live. This woman is passionate about making love great again. Author, speaker, conservative star of blogs, radio, and has several TV shows. The matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Deanna Lorraine. We got some people in the audience out here. We got a little blow-up stadium. We kind of we blow it up every week, so welcome to the show. Oh, there they are again. All right, so Deanna Lorraine, all the way. Where are you calling from today? Where do you know where you're at today, or what?
Yes, I am actually on my way down to San Diego, California, to be on another show called Politics and Profit.
Cool. So you're driving, right?
I am driving. Yeah, I'm not driving at this moment.
Okay.
That wouldn't be. But I'm pulled over, and I will be driving again.
Okay. So what do you think of feminists who degrade and insult fellow women like the lady that does the press conferences, Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
I don't say that they're real women. Actually, they're not real feminists, obviously, because the whole point of feminism, I thought, was to support other women and to support women succeeding and strong women and everything. But as soon as there is a strong woman, but that happens to be a conservative, all of those rules go out the window for them, all of them. And, that's why I just have zero respect for the feminist movement anymore, because they're complete hypocrites.
Well, and last night we had our Pregnancy Resource Center banquet, and we had this gal, what was her name? It was, I had it written down somewhere, but she spoke. She's been out there with, she's a abortion survivor.
Wow.
Claire.
Yeah, her name is Claire.
Cowell. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing. And we also have had, at one time, Abby Johnson. Yes, I know her. I've talked to her. And we have a great pregnancy resource center here. Just amazing. And are you going to see the movie Unplanned?
I've already seen the movie Unplanned.
What do you think?
Actually.
Let us know what you think.
Oh, wow.
Give us a review. But don't tell us how it ends.
Yeah, I will not tell you how it ends. Let's just say it was heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. I was crying the whole time, tears streaming down my face, ugly crying. And you know what? It's heartbreaking, but it will change hearts. And I think that something needs to be heartbreaking like this in order to change hearts and minds in the United States and really all over the world. I hope this has a ripple effect and spreads. I can't imagine any liberal going to this movie and not crying and not changing their heart. And if they do, I would have to assume that they have no heart.
Why is that? I mean, isn't abortion good for women? I mean, doesn't it just don't they just have the abortion and forget about it?
Right. The abortion is healthcare. Trope, And the other thing is they say not only is abortion healthcare, but there's all these myths going around. There's this whole tirade, hashtag shout your abortion, which is a website, and it's disgusting, but I implore you guys to look at it to see what's out there.
I've heard of it.
And it has all these stories of women shouting out their abortion and talking about how they had abortion, how 2, 3, 4 abortions, and they don't regret it. And then hashtag bust abortion myths is another big hashtag going around, where the likes of Teen Magazine and Planned Parenthood, because of course they are the moral leaders of the world, they talk about how we need to bust abortion myths, like late-term abortion isn't really that bad, or 99.999% of women don't actually regret their abortions, so women regretting their abortions is a myth. I mean, where are they getting their numbers from? As if they're the mouthpiece of all women who've had abortion.
I'm willing to bet that almost probably all women think about it later on in life when they have an abortion, because they're human beings. Their natural tendency is to be a loving mother. They've got to wonder. Yes. They've got to wonder about what would have been or what could have been. It's so sad even just to talk about it. Anyways,
especially later on in their life when they can't have kids, if they can't.
Yeah,
have kids,
and they're getting ready to face. Problem. They're getting ready to face, if they're religious at all, they're getting ready to face judgment. What are they going to say?
Absolutely.
And then they go out. There's women that have abortions, and then they have other children, and somehow the kids find out about the abortions, and they ask Mom, are we going to meet our sister or our brother in heaven? Oh my God!
Sad.
Wow. It's powerful stuff. It is,
but they're desensitizing women to this.
That's why we got to tell the truth out there about what's going on. All right, well, let's get off abortion for a minute. Twitter threatens to punish the President of the United States if he violates Twitter rules. I can't wait to see that. I just can't wait. I want some popcorn. I want to see that movie. Come on, I want some popcorn. I want to sit down and watch how he reacts.
It's so scary. Yeah, they're really going to censor him, and it's scary because when you're censoring the President of the United States, what kind of rules is he violating? First of all, and another thing is Facebook just decided they've come out with this new rule that they're going to start banning any content on Facebook that they deem quote unquote white nationalist.
Yeah.
And that's pretty scary because anything that we've seen that they've deemed, you're just a proud American, and that's considered white nationalism.
I'm wearing a MAGA hat right now as I'm talking to you. I'm wearing a MAGA hat. Are you offended, by the way?
I am not. I'm happy that you're wearing.
Well, Stan's not offended. Neither is Lisa. But I could offend somebody if I'm walking somewhere, or I show a picture of me with my Twitter hat on and Twitter? So does that get me kicked off Twitter now?
No, but I'll tell you what. You know what's creepy? I'll tell you something that's very interesting. So I've been uploading videos and pictures and stuff on my Instagram, as usual. And I've noticed something very peculiar when I do my hashtags. I've noticed that when I put in hashtag Christian, it won't allow me to post. It won't allow me to finish the post.
No kidding.
And every time so it won't allow you to put hashtag Christian on your post, which is very creepy, I think.
I suspect Twitter of doing that kind of stuff too. You know?
Yeah.
I really do. Sometimes when you're talking about Sharia law or something like that, it doesn't want to do it right away.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do not want you to criticize Muslims in the slightest.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
That's what he's saying.
Exactly. Hey,
we have to talk about
your buddy in show business, Jussie Smollett, nominated for the NAACP award. Almost everyone in liberal Chicago hates him. What goes here?
Yes.
Maybe even Time Man of the Year. What do you think of that?
I am a betting woman, and I believe that he is going to be voted in as Time Magazine Man of the Year. And I almost guarantee you that Nike is going to swoop him up for a sponsorship.
Doesn't he remind you of Kaepernick?
Exactly. He fakes a hate crime, and then he gets all the glory, and he gets achievements and awards. And the slogan is going to be, it's sad that it's like one of these things that no matter how badly someone is doing, all we do is honor them and we recognize them.
Yeah.
What kind of an example does that send to our youth?
Do you know of any contribution? I heard there was a $408,000 contribution from what's his name?
Soros.
Yeah, Soros. That convinced prosecutor Kim Foxx to drop the Smollett charges. Do you know anything about that?
Yes. So he put $400,000, I believe, to Kim Foxx, who was the district attorney that
was that recent?
Got him off. I think it was in the last year or 2 years. I thought it was 2018, though.
Pretty interesting, isn't it?
6. Well, and then Kim Foxx was talked to by Michelle Obama's aide. And it all, when we think about things, crimes, follow the money and follow the Obamas, because 9 times out of 10 it's going to lead to them.
Yeah, well, how do you account for Rahm Emanuel getting so mad at it? This is the kind of stuff you would think he'd be defending.
Yeah, exactly. That was the first time I've ever actually agreed with Rahm Emanuel. So I was like, wow, I'm stunned. But the thing is, it almost makes me feel like it's fake. Because
I think it is.
He's the mayor. Because how can he not override this decision and the Chicago police and everything? How could they just drop the charges? He has nothing.
His kind of concern is that black criminals get out of jail who go back and kill other blacks, and the police. He handcuffs his own police from doing good police work to stop it. And you've got a continual murder flow going on in the south side of Chicago. I know it because I know guys who live there. And, I've been in conversations with people on my old high school football team where they've got relatives down there, and they're talking about their cousins and their nephews and their nieces getting shot and killed and all that stuff. It's like it's everyday talk to these guys. It's accepted down there.
Yep. Yeah, they have more crime than Venezuela, and they're proud of their city.
Hey, Deanna, where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, Deanna T. Lorraine. And you can get updates for, when I run against Nancy Pelosi. And then also my videos during the week. Definitely follow me on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram. I just uploaded a new video today about feminism and why men won't marry women anymore because of feminism. And then you can read my book, Make Love Great Again, on Amazon.
Great book, guys.
It is.
Book. Hey, Deanna, they just built a senior citizen-friendly casino in Vegas. It's called Seizures Palace. Ladies and gentlemen, Deanna Lorraine calling all the way from the highway between Los Angeles and San Diego, right?
Yes,
there you go.
I pulled over, guys.
All right, you have a great weekend. Thanks, Deanna. Appreciate it.
Have a great Friday. Talk to you next week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right. She's a nice person. I
She
like her.
is.
Yeah. Anyways, we're back on the Dave Weinbaum Show. I think we need a break, don't we?
Okay.
But you got something else for me or what?
We got Dr. Amy and Elad and just a whole bunch of stuff still.
Key up key up Elad, because he had some legal things to say about the Smollett case, and that's more in tune. Although, golly, Dr. Amy is always a hoot.
She is.
She is a hoot. All right, so we're going to be right back. Call the show. Get a MAGA hat. $20 or $35 in McDonald's gift card. Call 573-364-4433 and get it off your chest.
KKID Salem Rolla.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
Price Chopper and Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper and Rolla.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
It's been 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors, and now you can come visit them at their new location on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. Woo! Their name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. So the next time you need work on your vehicle, head to the new location of Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434.
McDonald's presents the new Big Mac Bacon. But is the Big Mac lucky to have bacon, or is bacon lucky to land on the Big Mac?
The Big Mac is lucky. Applewood smoked bacon makes everything taste better. The Big Mac, Brussels sprouts, dry toast.
No. Bacon's lucky to be on the iconic Big Mac. It's fortunate to dip its toe in that delicious special sauce.
There you have it. Get McDonald's Big Mac with bacon, fresh beef quarter pounder with bacon, and cheesy bacon fries. Is it the best thing to happen to our classics, or to bacon? Try for yourself and decide.
Only for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Fresh beef available at most restaurants in contiguous U.S. Not available in Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
For the Watergate special prosecutor to make public the evidence it gathered concerning the former president and others who were not charged with criminal offenses would be to add another abuse of power to those that led to the creation of the special prosecutor's office. The federal rules of criminal procedure, this is Watergate, prohibit the disclosure of information presented to a grand jury except as necessary in the course of criminal proceedings. And he says, most important, in terms of the American constitutional system of government, is the notion of fundamental fairness for those who, after investigation, have not been charged with any criminal misconduct. This consideration, he wrote, is particularly important for a special prosecutor whose independence considerably reduces his accountability and who must be unusually sensitive to possible abuses of its power.
So do you all understand the precedents? Now we're talking about Watergate. That's 45 years ago, where they set up this precedence so that these special prosecutors could not do the opinion thing. We're not going to charge the guy, but boy, there was a lot of evidence. It was close, so Mueller doing that was BS. I expect what happened was he had a lot of guys that want to indict him. After all, they're all Hillary contributors. Some of them had, one of the lawyers was a lawyer for the Hillary Clinton Foundation. For the Clinton Foundation. They're all contributed to Hillary. One of them went to the party that, the losing party for Hillary Clinton. So what the hell? I mean, they're all, how did he pick these guys? That in itself is a conspiracy. He was looking for people that would indict this guy. If they couldn't indict him, if they couldn't agree to indict him, then the guy's got to be innocent, okay? We still don't know what the hell the crime was because it went under collusion. There is no such crime as collusion. All right, we're back on the show. Call me, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. Couple things. Now, Trump is taking his... he's taking his victory lap, as he should.
Right.
Out there in Michigan, and gave a great rally. Tons of overflow. They showed the crowds lined everywhere. Right. Just like any of it. The guy is gaining in popularity. His polls jumped up to 50% when they were down about 46, 45, around there.
Well, all right, so Michigan's whole economy has turned around since he became president.
He's trending up. His popularity is trending, especially with this weight off of his back.
Right. And bringing in another 7,000 jobs.
Yeah, in Michigan. And the economy's clicking at a high level. What's not to like? Not
to mention the fact that the major networks have lost a lot of their viewers.
By the way, I just quoted the Trump dog. What's not to like? Yes, and the MSM, who conspired with the Democrats to overthrow the government, by the way. You want conspiracy, when they're all saying the same damn thing on every show, they've got orders to talk, this is what you should say. And when they're saying the same damn words, it doesn't leave much room for speculation that they're conspiring with each other to do what? To overthrow the United States government.
Exactly.
All right? So right there needs to be a lot of investigating done, in my opinion. That's what Trump should be doing, not himself. Let Barr do it. Let Barr figure out how to do this. Right. You got to trust somebody, and he's the one. Anyways, so Trump is now hinting at pardons. Did you know that, Stan?
I did not.
Yes. So, in case I do anything wrong, Mr. President, can you give me a pardon in advance? Anyways, what else do I got? I want to get
talking about for the people that were indicted and sentenced during his witch hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like General Flynn and
Papadopoulos.
Even Manafort. I don't know. Papadopoulos. Now Manafort was actually convicted of some crimes, but it had nothing to do with Russian collusion.
Right.
So it's a process crime.
It's because he got caught up in the web.
Oh no, it's that, but it's more than that, because it was a criminal thing to be part of the Trump campaign.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're seeing here.
Right.
It's going to be a criminal thing for any Republican to be a campaign manager, to be a campaign aide. You got to beware. You're going to get nailed. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't have the kind of money it takes to lawyer up.
That's right.
To fight back. So there you go. All right. So you've got. Here's something that's weird. Okay, the Pope. They have lines of people to meet the Pope, and he walks down the line. He offers his hand.
Oh, the ring.
And usually they kiss his ring and go on from there.
Right.
Now the Pope did this, and all of a sudden, with each person, it was like they held onto his hand and they pulled the ring to kiss it, and they pulled his hand over, and he yanked his hand back.
Yep.
He did this to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And yet, when he goes out and he's with the elite, they can kiss his ring.
Right.
What's going on with that?
I don't know.
I know this is not
departing from their. Anyway.
Yeah, well, he is. They are now, creating new different laws, or better laws, I guess, to keep the children rape down amongst the priests.
Oh, yeah.
How does that happen? That's
right.
I don't care what you say. It's not a natural way to do things.
No.
You don't want men who can never have sex with women. Who are you going to draw? Or women who can never have sex with men.
Right.
It's not natural.
Not right.
I don't understand it. Somebody can explain it to me. You want to call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. Farrakhan, as we said, urges the Muslims to divorce America in Iran.
All right.
Now, the question is, I think Laura Loomer asked, well, how did he get into Iran? My point is, how did he get back to America?
Right.
Why do we let him back in? If you look on if you Google Dave Weinbaum, you're going to see a picture of me in line, all sorts of different pictures of me.
Right.
And in the middle of the line is Louis Farrakhan with a maestro stick, and it's got lightning coming from it.
Oh, my God.
Like he's going to come get me. Oh, my God. I'm so scared. Come on, Louis, bring it. All right, so anyways.
Dr. Elad?
Yeah, I think we're going to do with Dr. No, it's not Dr. Elad.
No,
You're
joking.
conflating his wife. All right. Why don't you go with Dr. Now, see, you got me to do it, you schmuck. You're a schmuck, Stan. You're mixing up an old tired Jew. Oh, he called me a putz. Steve! All right. So, anyways, call the show, 364-4433, 573 area code. Here's Elad. Powerful South Florida lawyer, runner-up to Bill Barr for Trump's AG, future ambassador to Israel, and the official attorney to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Elad Hakim.
I think now I can hear you.
I think we had
got quiet for a minute.
Yeah, we had technical difficulties there. Oh my God! All right, sit down already. What the hell's the matter with you? He's not that great. His wife is better. Wait a minute, I shouldn't say that. Anyways, after Mueller's report came out, both Alan Dershowitz and Ken Starr, very famous lawyers, advised Republicans not to investigate back. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with it. I think that if there's a legitimate reason to investigate, which if anything came out of the Mueller investigation, it was that there's a legitimate reason to investigate. So I don't agree with it. I think that there are some serious things that were done here that appear to have been illegal or improper, and I think that they should investigate. It's as simple as that. I don't know why Dershowitz would say that. I don't think it's going to have any sort of political fallout. I think that it's necessary.
I understand exactly what Alan Dershowitz is saying, and that is we can't become a country that every time an administration changes tries to jail the other team. And I get that. The problem with that is the way to stop this kind of thing is to make the one team that tries to jail the other team accountable. And you can't do that without investigation, can you?
No, I agree with that premise. I agree that you can't hold people in jail and you don't want to have revenge politics. But this is an unusual circumstance. This is a coup or a conspiracy that, when is the last time we encountered this? This isn't just a simple alleged crime that was committed and a tit for tat back and forth. This is a coup against a sitting president. So if you have information that needs further investigation and hopefully criminal charges, then yeah, I do think that you should pursue it. I don't think this is the typical mom and pop type investigation or circumstances. So I disagree with that.
In another story, Dems throw everything they have to overthrow our government without a crime, and instead, while Jesse Smollett is exonerated after being indicted 16 times by the prosecutors on the advice of a grand jury. And to everyone's shock, the prosecutors drop all the 16 charges and quarantine the files. What do you think? Is that a little ironic?
This is not going away anytime soon. It's being investigated now by the FBI, and there are still federal charges. So this reeks. This stinks. You were talking about sealing the records. That's typically not done. The public has a right to know, typically, based on the Open Records Act, obviously. So the public has a right to know, and you have to show a reason why, for example, you would seal the records. Not to mention that things have slowly been trickling out, that there are connections to different, I think Michelle Obama has connections with him. I think that the lawyer has connections with different people. So this stinks, to have 16 indictments washed away and then to have the record expunged and sealed stinks.
And and
it's going to come, it's not the end of it.
And the great fixture of all time in the Democratic Party, Rahm Emanuel, of all people, is just beside himself, defending the police.
Which is pretty telling that Rahm Emanuel is sitting there blasting the decision. Look, this is unheard of. I mean, I'm not a criminal practitioner, but I know enough to tell you that 16 indictments don't just go away. And there hasn't been much said. There hasn't been reasons given for it, except for the fact that he gave up his $10,000 and he participated in some community service. That's nonsense.
Well,
that is nonsense.
Let's reverse it. If a white Trump supporter had lied about a couple of blacks in Chicago that came up and beat the hell out of him, and were saying derogatory racial stuff to him, what do you think would happen? And then they let it go later on after he's indicted? What do you think would happen?
Well, look at the Covington child, okay? And that was, that's a perfect example. The Covington guy was a white kid, and it was with a Native American, and they had there not been compelling video evidence showing otherwise, they had basically indicted him before they even had all the information. So I think that your question is a sad reality of what's happening now.
Well, I think it goes a little further, and that is because it's such a racial thing, and Chicago is a tipping point for racially charged things. I think you get riots, I think you get people killed, and you get possible riots in other cities based on this.
Absolutely.
If a white guy gets exonerated for something like that, holy cow.
Absolutely. But this guy didn't get this wasn't an exoneration, because I think the prosecutors still said that they believe that he kind of was guilty of certain things or was responsible for certain things. So he wasn't exonerated.
I didn't hear that. I heard it was not a big deal. It was a non-violent.
No, this is not. He was not exonerated.
This was a violent thing, and a violent thing that can pretend to much more violent things.
Yeah, this is not an exoneration. This is simply dropping these charges without giving any legitimate reason. And after 16 indictments came down, it's crazy.
Now,
it's crazy. Some people are saying that there could be someone higher up on the food chain that they either have information on and they didn't want this thing to pursue any further. But it's not done. This thing's being investigated from different angles now.
It won't be let go. Now, after the Mueller exoneration, and I am calling that an exoneration, what happens in the 2020 elections? What happens to Congress? What happens to our president? What are your predictions?
Listen, I think that the president is going to be reelected. I've always thought so. I think one of the reasons that I feel so strongly about it, well, two reasons. One, the Democrats no longer have a party or a platform. I mean, they're basically socialist. I mean, you look they've got 20 people now that are trying to get the nomination, and there are very few, if any, pure Democrats the way the party used to be. It's so that's one thing. They don't have a platform. But more so, President Trump has hovered around the 40 to 50% approval rating, despite all of what the media and the left has thrown at him. That's amazing if you think about it. I think that the Mueller report only bolsters and strengthens his position, and I'm curious to see what he does. I know he spoke with Sean Hannity recently,
Yes, last
and
night.
indicated that he was going to release certain records and evidence. I'm telling you, it's going to be really interesting. I think he's going to be reelected. I think that. And I read a recent article that some people say it may be by a landslide.
I think that's what I'm thinking. I mean, first of all, who the hell's going to run against them? And secondly, if you don't have Russian conspiracy on your side, if that's gone, what do you have? A great economy, a guy who's doing a great job, and has done a great job not just for white people, but for black, Latinos, trying to protect our country. Come on.
Absolutely.
And what are they running on?
I agree with you.
They're running on the
I
new
agree.
Green Deal.
The scary part is going to be what happens in the country if and when he wins again. Because you think it's bad now. If and when he does get reelected, wait till you see what happens in this country.
Even the dumbest person in the world, once they get hit, every time they do something stupid, is probably going to either lay back or change his way. And I think...
and one more thing, Dave. I think one of the big things is the economy.
Yeah.
Recently, I can't remember where I read, but they were talking about how even some Democrats now, some of those who claim that they would never vote for him again, said that they would consider voting for him. And part of the reason is you can't turn away from the economy. Hate him as much as you want. You're going to vote against your own well-being?
Exactly.
Your own survival?
Exactly. Hey, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
They can find me on Facebook at Thoughtfully Conservative, on Twitter at Thoughtful GOP, and Elad Hakim, PA, for any law or legal-related questions.
Hey, Elad, I come from a neighborhood so tough. Our parents carpooled us to the gang fights. Ladies and gentlemen, Elad Hakim. Thank you so much.
I like that one.
Thank you. Well, it's true. I come from Chicago. Come on, give me a break. I'm here on the Witness Protection Program.
That was good.
All right, so, he was shocked that we had a further... He says, you're from Chicago? Yeah. I mean...
we missed that part of the conversation.
Well, it was a long interview, I tell you what. So we're back on the show. I've only got about, 10, 12 things to talk about. We only got 22 minutes to talk about it. But,
That's
we're going to do it anyways. Again, the banquet last night, the Pregnancy Resource Center was a big hit. And, if you're not involved in this, you ought to call them up. I don't even have their phone number. I should be able to give their phone number. Why don't you go? Can you look that up real quick?
Yeah, I can.
And they ask how you can help. You got this company, this bread company now. They're making bread and they're selling it for $10 a pop. They're contributing the ingredients. And they actually had some of it at our last board meeting. It was delicious. I broke my diet. Don't tell Lisa, all right? Here's a phone call. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Martin from Maker Springs.
Okay, you can't say that word on here. What you texted me. Do you understand it? I'm not laughing. I'm telling you, you can't do that. All right.
Okay. I couldn't believe it. I just heard that you're part of the Witness Protection Program. Is that right?
Not the Witness Protection Program, you moron. It's the Witness Protection Program. Witness Protection. Did I just call him a moron?
Yeah, I think
I'm
you did.
getting tired, and I'm, when I get tired, I start telling the truth. Oh, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. I'm sorry about that. I apologize.
A Freudian slip there, yes, indeed.
Yes.
I just had to tell you something that it just dawned on me. You got to understand, when I was a kid, my dad was in charge of the film of libraries at the fort, and I would go every so often and visit him at work, and I got to watch all these films from the big picture that were military history. You would never see out in the real world. But I saw so much of films of Goebbels. Good old Goebbels,
yeah,
and the propaganda minister. Right. And I swear, as God is my witness, that when I watch Adam Shiftless, and you can take the S out and put another consonant, but I'm not going to do that. But if you had watched him, he looks like somebody took a steel rod, inserted it up through the anal sphincter, went through the gluteus maximus, minimus, and medius, right up into where only he could turn his head. And that's just the way Goebbels used to do.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm not that smart, but I'm pretty sure you said stuff that can't be on the air.
What?
Never mind. No. I'm kidding.
Oh, good. So anyway, I was watching it.
Yeah.
And then I started watching closer, because if you've studied, how to read people from their manners and their gestures, there's one thing that you will notice, and you can tell if a person is lying. It's a dead giveaway. Their eyes start to blink. And it's a natural response of the body, because adrenaline is starting to pump a little more through the system. And you watch when he's talking, and his eyes just keep blinking and blinking and blinking.
I'm blinking right now. Why am I blinking? I'm not even saying anything.
Well, it's hard to get out of that Witness Protection Program, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was something. Yeah, man. I was 7'2". I was 7'2", and I had hair when I moved here. How does a little Jewish guy with South Side of Chicago connections get to Rolla, Missouri? What do you think?
Banned.
Well, that's through the protection program.
My salvation is Rolla. What did you say?
I said it's part of the protection program.
There you go. There you go. Even my relatives don't know where the hell I am. And that's pretty good.
I don't know where I am.
Well, that's pretty good for the ones I owe money to. I'll tell you, that works out real good. All right, get off my phone. Now I have to take Dr. Amy, and I got to move to next week, because we don't have to. Thank you so much, Martin. I appreciate the call. I really do. All right, let's hang up so we can talk about him. Why you dirty rotten? No, he's a good guy. I like Martin. He's a customer. I can't talk to a customer like that, can I?
No.
Well, he knows I'm kidding.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so I like people I can kid with.
Absolutely.
All right, so what are you doing? What am I doing? A break?
I've got Dr. Amy ready to go, or if you want a break, let me know.
I need a break, because Dr. Amy's, we're going to have to. Dr. Amy, I apologize profusely. I would suggest you go knee your husband for being so long on his interview. Every time I try to get done, he says, and another thing, Dave, and another thing. I can't help it, I'm too polite. All right, so you go give him what for, okay? Anyways, we're going to be right back. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Got a great MAGA hat available, and also a $35 McDonald's gift card. So get it off your chest.
Call in with content, and we'll get you on the list.
You got it.
All right.
95 years of serving families in the Rolla community. This is Rick Miller at Null & Son Funeral Home. For a business to be successful for 95 years takes hard work, determination, respect, and compassion for the community and the families we serve. This year, Null & Son Funeral Home proudly celebrates our 95th anniversary. 95 years of providing the finest funeral service, always at an affordable cost. It has been our honor to serve your family.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control. Community born, community raised, community serving.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
It's Chevy Truck Month at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months on all new 2019 Chevy Silverado All-Star LT Crew Cab for well-qualified buyers with GM financing. Come check out all of what Fairground Auto Plaza has to offer. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza at 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
What we have is a Comey situation, like with Hillary Clinton. Comey said, on the one hand, I'm not going to indict Clinton. On the other hand, what she did was terrible. So the Democrats got something out of it. The Republicans got something out of it. Same thing is true here. The Republicans are saying vindication. The Democrats are saying this is an invitation to more investigations, and we have to now subpoena this guy and that guy. That's not what prosecutors are supposed to do. They're supposed to decide up or down, indict or not indict, and then shut up. That's it. Move on.
Yep. Okay, I finally awakened to the fact that I meant last week to give a shout out to people, and and I didn't do it, and you forgot, I forgot, so I'm going to do it right now. Okay,
there you go.
And Dr. Amy, I apologize, but your husband was so long in it. No, I shouldn't blame it. It was. I had a lot of callers.
Well, the nice thing is what she says is relevant any week.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
political.
It's not based on previous on the news.
Right.
She doesn't want to talk politics.
No.
And the secret is she's a secret conservative. I thought she was a liberal. But the things she says, that's why she doesn't even want to say things. Like entitlement. She doesn't want to talk about entitlement. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So anyways, we're back on the show. And
can you talk a few minutes so I can go talk to her?
Sure.
All right, keep talking.
Excuse me for being here on the air, Stan. What if I get a phone call? What do I do? Anyways, we're back on the show. And by the way, Pastor Pat out there, husband Jim, had a little problem. Had to go to the hospital. Couldn't make it to the PRC, but he's okay now, thank God. And thank you, Pastor Pat, for your loyalty. I appreciate you. My brother Marty has gotten his 75th birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Marty. Glad you've just become my older brother now. And we got, one of my 30-year employees, believe it or not, is the mayor of St. James, and he'd like me to say that he'd appreciate your vote. So, anyways, and I didn't thank these people last week, and I'm probably missing some people now, but text every week. He's got my show, and he's got my back, okay? Most importantly, he's got my back. Appreciate all the help, Gary. And I got Stony Byrne out of Rolla, Pia the Alien out of India, Mumbai, India, Alderson out of Brazil. Shayna was listening live last week. I don't know if she was this week, but Shayna out there in Israel was listening live, and thank you for your friendship. And out of Scotland, Kyle Scott, who helped retweet some of my stuff early this morning. Bama Perry, Ken, Irish Eileen, Karen and Joan out there in Salem, Chris, Randy, Mel Tisher, old high school friend, Lisa, not Lisa, my girlfriend, but another Lisa who is, oh no, I'm not cheating on Lisa. What's wrong with you people? God, get that out of your mind. It's wrong. And Beverly and Rich, thank you so much for backing the Dave Weinbaum Show. Yeah. Now I'm going to be fiddling around picking a winner here. If you want to call the show, 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest. And what are you doing, Stan?
Okay. The new Amazon Echo has everyone asking Alexa for help.
Alexa, what time is it? What the hell is wrong with this blasted thing? Amanda!
But the latest technology isn't always easy to use for people of a certain age.
These kids done bought me a busted machine again. Odessa!
That's why Amazon partnered with AARP to present the new Amazon Echo Silver, the only smart speaker device designed specifically to be used by the greatest generation. It's super loud and responds to any name even remotely close to Alexa, so they can find out the weather.
Allegra, what is the weather outside?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Huh?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Where?
Outside.
What about it?
The temperature outside is 74 degrees and sunny.
I don't know about that.
The latest in sports.
Clarissa, how many did old Satchel strike out last night?
Satchel Paige died in 1982.
How many he get?
Satchel Paige is dead.
He what now?
Died.
Who did?
Satchel Paige.
I don't know about that.
Good stuff, Stan.
That
Thanks.
never gets old, does it?
All right, give me a drum roll. Now, I've picked this. I mean, I'm being honest with you. I've already picked it. I think we need the drama of my announcement.
Well, we do.
All right, here is the winner of the $35 McDonald's gift card and the great MAGA hat. Ladies and gentlemen, Pam won it. Her husband won it like a week ago or a week and a half ago.
That's great.
And they sat with me at dinner last night, and I honestly did this, okay? As you know, you have watched me. You know I'm honest when I pick this.
Sure.
Now, you were out of the room, so I could have cheated, but I didn't.
Oh,
I don't need a monitor. I didn't cheat, okay?
That's called character.
That's right. And I've been called a lot of different characters. Anyways, Pam out of Richland has won it. Her husband won it. I think I just delivered his hat last night out of my car. You know, it's like when Dr. Amy sold butcher knives out of the trunk of her car.
Right.
There's something going on there, too. I don't know what the hell it is exactly. But anyways, we're back on the show, and I got more stuff. I got lots more stuff. But you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's play Seinfeld. You got Seinfeld set up by any chance? And we got to have another Sicilian after Seinfeld, all right?
Yeah.
So he's looking right now. And, it's been a fun show. I'll get to another thing. Streisand, she said that the victims of Michael Jackson's sexual attacks, well, they should be grateful that he chose you.
Oh, my.
All right? Well, of course she had to step that back. How stupid is this?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. All right, hit it.
I am for open immigration, but that sign we have in the front of the Statue of Liberty, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses. Can't we just say, hey, the door's open, we'll take whoever you got? Do we have to specify the wretched refuse? I mean, why don't we just say, give us the unhappy, the sad, the slow, the ugly, people that can't drive, if they have trouble merging, if they can't stay in their lane, if they don't signal, can't parallel park, if they're sneezing, if they're stuffed up, if they're clogs, if they have bad penmanship, don't return calls, if they have dandruff, food between their teeth, if they have bad credit, if they have no credit, Mr. Spot Shaving. In other words, any dysfunctional, defective slob that you can somehow cattle prod onto a wagon, send them over. We want it.
All right. What do you think of that? What do you think about that, Stancy? We're talking.
I like it.
And people can hear. It's like, we're going to have some fun.
Absolutely.
I'm exhausted, quite frankly. I mean, I'm on fumes right now. This is you know what? This is the championship round, and I'm punching back.
Well, that's when you put in a sub every once in a while.
Alive.
You know?
Oh, wow, I'm tired.
We will do what has never been done. Scan the household pet's mind to translate his thoughts into words. Now, the subject today will be my own dog, Max. Max, speak.
Woof, woof. Hi, I'm Max. It's me, Max. I like Park and Leash. And I like Trump. He's my man. Donald Trump is our president. He carried the Electoral College fair and square.
This can't be right. Did you know your dog likes Trump?
He doesn't.
I absolutely do. I know Trump has issues, but one big change is better than business as usual. The Dow is up 2,700 points since he was elected. What's not to like?
I'm sorry, but you're just a dog. You don't know what you're talking about.
Excuse me, Helen, but yes, I do. Stinking helmet. Can't believe you put this on me.
I can't believe you're saying this. You're supposed to be my best friend.
And as your friend, I don't want to see your tax dollars going to health care for illegals.
Explode. What about his record on women's rights? Don't you want me to have a choice over my own body?
You didn't afford me a choice when you cut off my balls.
There you go. What a way to top a show. You know, we always got that stuff in reserve. Yeah. And, one thing we probably ought to play is how about some Weinbaum music?
Okay. Now that was one that's in the archives.
That'll turn everybody on, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure they, if you want to call the show and be one of the last callers after this, give me a call, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I'm still looking for it.
Stan's still looking for it, so what else do I got? Let's see here. March Madness, Major League Baseball opening. All right, and the Cardinals. Well, the pitching kind of let them down a little bit, but you know what? Old Colton Wong, he hit 2 home runs yesterday.
Wow!
You know, and they had a back-to-back home runs, him and Bader. So maybe Milwaukee's a good team. My goodness, are they good?
Right.
You know, they got everything. You know, and so we'll see. Now all these kids they're a year better. They were picked as the 5th best Major League Baseball team by some expert at ESPN. So, maybe the Cardinals got another shot. They are the most winning franchise in baseball history, except for the New York Yankees.
Wow.
And the New York Yankees, they spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, what do you got? You got it?
About 2 minutes left.
Okay.
We don't have time for it.
We don't have time for it. All right.
No, we don't.
All right. So, does my song come on or what?
It is.
There you go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the end of the 3 hours, and I enjoyed myself. I'm tired. But you know what? It's always fun to do this show. Mike Lee makes fun of the new Green Deal from AOC. And she showed pictures of superheroes riding creatures instead of fancy spaceships because we had to get rid of the fossil fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
So now they're on animals. And she accuses them of trying to kill off the kids. Because it's climate change and we're all going to die. If we're all going to die, then what the hell are we worried about?
Yeah, exactly.
Go out and party, right?
Yeah.
So, let's see here. What else we got here? Brunei, it's a Muslim country. New Sharia laws. Gays are stoned. And thieves are disarmed. No, their guns aren't taken away from them. Their arms are cut off.
Yep.
Okay, are you sure, guys, that you want to be so sympathetic to Sharia law? How does this mesh with our Constitution? I don't think it does well. Do you, Stan?
No, I don't. Not at all.
So, what do you mean 1 minute?
Just a little less than a minute now.
You said that. You just said that.
Oh, I know. That's why I kind of thought twice when I had my hand out there.
Yeah, well, just keep it the right finger, okay? I don't need that kind of aggravation. It's trying to tune in to Stan's signals is sometimes like being on the Titanic. You don't know where you're going, all right? Thank you so much for listening to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Thank you for participating. Thank you, sponsors. Go shop at the sponsors.
That's right.
You have a great weekend. I'll be back for another edition of the Dave Weinbaum Show next Friday.